What's good? What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's good? Let's talk about it. So Canelo Alvarez, he has just made our dream come true, right? King Jr., Jabari Babb, Jay, Kenneth Pinkney, Chaz 313, KF Harris, Will Latimer, Young World, Styles Band, Bombay, MP Dub TF, Tariq Stewart, Lil Bounce Bright, Kenneth Pinkney, Eric Murray, Said 214, Ron, Victor Naive, James, John Merriweather, Chilltown Majors, my brother, Shogun 76, Mike Rhyme, Young Kings Company, Buddy Love, Spice Kid, Demetrius Hall, Brent Lawson, Victor Venancio, William Crowder, Ernest Harvin, what's going on? Malik Rain, Lance Hatch Boxing, Jesse Sanchez, Steve Austin, KS, XI Mob, what's going on, great brother? Charles Johnson, Spice Kid, what's going on? KS, what's going on? So we know now, bless the fish, what's going on? We now know, right? Fight to prove my love, what's going on? Every night I got to fight to prove my love. Carl Brown, what's going on? Erica Bailey, piece of blessed queen. L won't fail. Rico Breland, Big Brother in Life. Bolts Red 357. Stephen Elder Mac, my brother. What's going on with y'all? Yeah. So, great, Mr. Blue. What's going on? Eltone Hawkins. What's going on? Styles and Stitches. What's going on? Jaquan. What's going on? So now Canelo Alvarez turned down the $50 million. Zanair Presley, George Luna, Knock Your Block Oseto, Carla Ward James, Professor X, Boxing and Barbecue. What's going on? Yeah, everybody. Marcus Rose, what's going on? Everybody smash that like button. Appreciate you, baby boy. Oh, you can leave. Yeah. Right? Everybody smash the like button. Creighton Brooks, my brother. Jocker T, what's going on? So, George Luna, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, Julius Thomas, what's going on? Smash that like button, people. We got 250 people. Let's get 250 likes. Julius Thomas, what's going on? Too Savage, Dion L. Smith. What's going on? So now, here's the thing. David Da Vinci, Boxing Dad, what's going on? They told us that there was no money for Terence, Crawford, Errol, Spence. Right? But they was going to give Canelo Alvarez $40 to $50 million for one fight. Hamilton still won. Larry Ebram Smith, Jack Fresh, JAO, what's going on? Boxing Dad. Carver Williams, what's going on? R. West. Samuel Mendez, what's going on? So they told us there was no money for that. But then Mike Big Boxing, go subscribe to my brother Mike Big Boxing. Well, now they was going to give Canelo Alvarez $50 million for a one-off. Texas 806, what's going on? They was going to give Canelo, Big Block, what's going on? $50 million for a one-off fight. To have one fight, right? Fight to prove my love, what's going on? And now Canelo Alvarez has turned it down. So, Nicholas Simmons, what's going on? Canelo Alvarez should now have made our day, shouldn't he? Shouldn't Canelo Alvarez have done us a favor now? Because now he's not fighting one fight for $50 million. Just him. So that would have been $60 million, right? Because you got to pay Jamal Charlo $10 million. You got to pay Canelo Alvarez $40 to $50 million. So you're talking about $60 million that's been freed up. Just like in any other sport, right? Our players get cut, they get traded, you free up cap space, right? K Molly of 504, what's going on? The cap space has been freed up for the biggest fight in boxing. Should Errol Spence, this is no slight to your Dana Sugas. Your Dana Sugas, he has to get past Larry Phillips, what's going on? Taiwan Winder, what's going on? Stanley Bailey, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Do me a favor, donate to the super chat, refresh the super chat for the people that can't send the super chat. I already got 4 people right now telling me they can't send the super chat. I don't know why it does that. Anthony Fitzgerald, what's going on? Donate $1 super chat, refresh the super chat. Anyway, with that said, I appreciate y'all. So with that said, right, it's like any other sport. You just freed up cap space, right? Ben Frank Jr. 100, what's going on? Now you got cap space. Now you got $60 million to play with for a big fight because you just missed out on a Canelo sweepstakes for 3 fights. Well, let me tell you why. Salvador Andy, what's going on? Rontrell Randall, my brother. Appreciate you, great brother. Scant Rants, where you been at, bro? In the super chat, much love to you, brother. Bees, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Carver Williams, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, brother. My brother, Larry Eamon Smith, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Jesus Valdez Carranza workout. What's going on? Punch Drone 412. What's going on? Chris Ray, what's going on? So, now let's look at this, right? You done freed up. Jack Fresh, what's going on? The Canelo sweepstakes, you lost out, right? Little Junior, that kid, what's going on? ABZ713, what's going on? You lost out. Frankie G, what's going on? Okay. Salute, Scan Rants. Calvin Ringo, what's going on? My brother on the mic with brother Terence Bailey Sr. in the building. Go subscribe to my brother on the mic with brother Terence Bailey Sr. Terence dropped the link. Arthur Hawkins, Gabe Moore, what's going on? Chris Ray, my brother, what's going on? Grizzly Vibes, what's going on, great brother? Brother Jaquan, brother in Super Chat, no disrespect to the brand or the chat, but have you heard from Champside? Haven't heard from the brother. Much respect, Blue. We gotta check up on the bros. Yeah, bro. Hey, listen. To be honest, man, Jason Howes, what's going on? Brian Nelson, Big Cap, no, and there's no disrespect to the brand. Big Facts, no cap. E2G Performance, Call Girl 413, Peace and Blessings. Joey Senior, what's going on? So, what's going on with you, Joey Senior? Blessings to you. Yeah, great brother Jaquan, man. I actually been me and brother Fred Barbershop Conversations. We've been reaching out to Champside heavy, man. Calling him, leaving them messages, texting him, and nothing, man. Nothing, man. But he live on the West Coast, and I live on the East Coast. So Nitty G, what's going on? King with Words, what's going on? Marcus Rose, the real McCoy, what's going on? I have no idea what's going on with the brother, man. Nothing. Tunnel Vision, what's going on? Tunnel Vision said Champside is okay. Okay, how you know? Alexander Jackson, what's going on? Kane Johnson, Reggie Truell, what's going on? Big Lamb, what's going on? Bill Lamb, Damian Milton, what's going on? Smash that like button, people. Klotz, Ronald Reed, what's going on? Via Ferreira, what's going on? Fly High 89, what's going on? Yeah, I've been calling them, leaving a message and text message and everything, and nothing, man. Nothing, man. Terrence Bailey said I inboxed him. He ain't even read it. Yeah, I don't know, man. People saying they He said Black got in contact with Champside. Oh, he did? Crane Enterprise, what's going on? Someone who knows him said it on Trail Boxing. Brandon Adam Perry, what's going on? Melvin Jackson, what's going on? Okay, hopefully, man. Hopefully that's true. Hey, Quez, can you pour me another one? What's that? The motorcycles? Yeah, it's getting warm. Got warm out there. Eli Zachary talk everything. Martial Law, A. Louis, what's going on? So, do I think Boots can be Bud? Yes, I do think Boots can be Bud. So now, with that said, we got 415 people. Huh? No, I hadn't. Canada dry. You can pour some of that dough in there instead of opening up another one. It's right here. No. Yeah, it's better. It's already open. Don't make sense. Let's get the likes up to 400, man. We got 413 people. Possum Fair Clothes, what's going on? Appreciate you, great brother. We got 413 people. We should have 413 likes. We don't even have 250. All right, get the likes all the way up. So VT19, what's going on? What's happening with you? So anyway, now let's look at it from this standpoint, right? So now, BZ4566, what's going on? How Canelo make Crawford Spence? He's a promoter now? No. Texas T346, what's going on, great brother? Boots can beat Errol. Boots can beat all of them. He's on their level. And Kit Lane, what's going on? Ebenezer Ben Yahweh, what's going on? Chris Redd, what's going on? So now, Geo James Khalil 98, what's going on? So now, here's the thing, right? Canelo has just freed up $60 million in money from the PBC, Premier Boxing Champions. $60 million they were going to be on the hook for. Now, Luis Garcia, what's going on? Jason Howes, what's going on? Now you can fit the bill, right? Because we know you was going to put up the massive amount of money for Canelo Alvarez and Jamal Charlo. That 60 million is going to have to go into promotions. King Rock, what's going on? It's going to have to go into promotions, press conferences, venues, all types of things, right? Darren Glassford, what's going on? Now, Al Jalil Sawad, what's going on? King Rock, what's going on? So now, and also, too, people, I need y'all to go support. Remember, March 12th, Oakland, California. Your boy Blue will be in the building. Catherine Murray, Jay Gadget, what's going on? Ernie V, what's going on? March 12th. Go click on the link. I'm going to put it in the chat. PPV dot blkprime.com. Go there, right? Support your boy Blue. I'm going to have my code. I'm going to have a code for y'all. I'm going to have a code for y'all for that. And I want y'all, and March 12th, your boy Blue, if you in the Bay Area, you could go come check out your boy Blue. We're going to be in the Bay Area. We have a partnership with Street Beefs. What's going on here? Okay. We have no, not you, baby. We have a partnership with Street Beefs. So the link is right there. Jose Rico, what's going on? Bryce Allen, what's going on? Joshua Correa, what's going on? Walter Tran, what's going on? Bryce Allen, Mark West, what's going on? So Smokey 1235, what's going on? L Won't Fail, what's going on? So the link is right there. Y'all could click on that link. We have a partnership. Your boy Blue will be doing announcements. I will be calling those fights. I will be doing a lot of things with those fights, man. So so click on the link right there, doing a partnership, man. I'm gonna have a code. I have my own code, but I'll have the link for my code with mine's on it, and you could click that. The drop. What's going on? William O. School Dead, my brother. What's going on? And you could click on that link. Just Do Boxing. What's going on? Y'all love hype until he knocked the. Jason Howell said y'all love Javon Pfeiffer. What's going on? Jason Howell, who you talking about? Tip O'Malley, what's going on? Jason Howell, who you talking about? Catherine Murray, peace and blessings, Queen. Said Blue, you got the perfect voice for that. Congratulations. Appreciate you, Queen. MJ Total Health and Wellness, what's going on? So Jason Howes, you don't think Boots is a good fighter? Hard Knock Doc, what's going on? Kevin Munners, what's going on? P. Machino, what's going on? So Jason Howes, you don't think Boots is a good fighter? You think so? So what do you think about Boots? People put work in. Everybody put work in. He had 28 fights with 26 knockouts. That's not putting in work? Side of Ruler, what's going on? Zydnir Presley, what's going on? Carrie Pete, what's going on? So Jason Howes, he has 28 fights with 26 knockouts. That's not putting in work. He ain't putting in work. You said everybody puts in work. So that you don't consider that putting in work? Watch this now. I want y'all to see this now. Smash the like button. Donate $1 to Super Chat. Refresh the Super Chat, people. Now I want y'all to watch this now, and I want y'all to pay close attention to what's getting ready to happen. Panama Jack, what's going on? So you said he puts in work. You said pedigree. What pedigree? Watch this now. So you don't think Jaron Boots Ennis put in work? Joey C, what's going on, great brother? You don't think Boxing Boy Nation, what's going on? You don't think Jerome Ennis put in work? Yes or no, great brother? My point what? Your point what? I'm confused. What's your point? Mike Big Boxer, brother in the Super Chat. What's going on, great brother? Appreciate you. Hard Knock Dot said 27 of them with tomato cans. Okay, cool. I'm glad you said that, Hard Knock Dot. Outside of Mikey Garcia, outside of Kell Brook, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia, right? You got Lamont Peterson, and you got Chris Algieri. Outside of that, Errol Spence has 27 fights. Take 6 of those fighters away. Name me the rest. Terence Crawford has 38 fights, right? The biggest names he fought is Sean Porter, Victor Postal, Kell Brook, Amir Khan, Yuriokis Gamboa. Take those 5 guys away. in the 38 fights, how many guys do you know in 38 fights? Peace be free. P. Newell, what's going on? Cyrus Gaston, what's going on? Go ahead, tell me. Deal with the TV. Miss 1609, what's going on? Q Cincy, what's going on? Cincinnati, what's going on? I already said Sean Porter. Out of those fights, Terence Crawford has 38 fights. Errol Spence has 27 fights. Take 5 and 6 of those big names away and tell me the rest of the guys you know. And don't tell me, don't make up, don't just tell me anybody. So Ricky Burns is a great fighter. Beltran is a great fighter. So, okay, you can say Ricky Burns and Carlos Beltran. Isn't that equivalent to Thomas Delorme and Jorge and Sergey Lipinets? Sergey Lipinets would arguably beat both Ricky Burns and Beltran and Gamboa. And I already said Gamboa. So name me, right? Name me the other guy. Okay, I'll give you Gamboa. I'll give you Ricky Burns and Beltran. That's only 7 fighters. That's 31 more fights. So tell me the other 31 more fights. On the mic, my brother Terence Bailey Sr., brother in Super Chat. Any of the top fighters can be beat. I ken them all myself with a bad. Boxing is any given night sport. It only takes one well-played shot. This is a fact. Successful hustle, brother in Super Chat. Fan told me earlier Boots was scared of Clayton and were mad because Canelo was on the top and Wilder was all we had. Like we ain't ruled nearly all division. Man, I don't pay no attention to that. You ain't know Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn ain't do nothing. He got lucky with the Pacquiao fight. You ain't know him before the Pacquiao fight, and you ain't know him after the Terence Crawford fight. Please stop. Please stop. If you name Jeff Horn, I'm going to block you. If you name Jeff Horn in here, I am going to block you. If I'm going to tell you now, because I'm not having it. Bernard Crawford, what's going on? New Jersey, what's going on? William MC Meyer, what's going on? If you name Jeff Horn in the chat, I am going to block you. You didn't know who Jeff Horn was before the Pacquiao fight, and you didn't know who Jeff Horn was after the Crawford fight. The only reason, and when Manny Pacquiao agreed to fight Jeff Horn, everybody said, who? This is a cherry pick. Nobody knew who Jeff Horn was. Now everybody want to name Jeff Horn. If you name Jeff Horn in the chat, I am going to block you. Period. Jonathan FS wanted to try me. There you go. Or you thought I was playing? Or you thought I was joking? Lake of Raven, what's going on? Oh, Jonathan, now you just found out, right? You thought I was joking. Only the Funk, what's going on? Corey Adams, what's going on? I'll give you Jose Benavidez as well. You still got 30 other fights. Freaking Fire RC, my brother, what's going on? Taquan Savage, my brother, what's going on? Justin Hawkins, Kevin Thomas, what's going on? John Green, what's going on? My brother, Real McCoy, what's going on? Go ahead. Now you still got 30 other fights. Can't do it, huh? Can't do it, can you? Can't do it. Even if you name 5 more, you still got to name 25 more. I serve 88. What's going on? Oscar Lyons, what's going on? Check the time. What's going on? Tony Ellington, what's going on? See how that works? Fighting Sports TV, what's going on? Poor Boys Trucking, what's going on? Tyler Smith, what's going on? Philip Buffington, what's going on? Because everybody has that, right? If your name ain't Floyd Mayweather, Windy City A, what's going on? Or Manny Pacquiao, or even Sean Porter. Sean Porter has fought everybody. Everybody has fill-in fights. So when you come here talking about, yeah, Boots ain't fight, he ain't fight nobody. He fought 2 world champions. And we got 730 people. 730 people, and we have 400 likes. That means we have 330 detractors. Where? I don't see that. I see people that's just not participating. It's free. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 700. Smash it. Let's work. And don't forget, March 12th, I'll be in Oakland, California. Lady of Rage, peace and blessings, Queen. Appreciate you, Queen. Happy Valley Farms, Ever Longoria, what's going on? Colin Frederick, what's going on? William O. School on Deck, my brother. Leon Sterling, what's going on? Shante L7, Michonne Ford, what's going on? Adrian Dones, what's going on? 3 States Below, what's going on? Marvin L. Stansill, what's going on? Get the likes up. 730 people, and we don't even have 500 likes. That's amazing, man. Get the likes up to 700. Paris Dennis, what's going on? Samuel Atkins, what's going on? Yeah, I got something special. Joel Gordon, what's going on? Click that link right there. ppv.blackprime.com. Right there, man. You can get your tickets there. I will be doing commentating there. I will be partnering up with Street Beefs. If y'all don't know about Street Beefs, go to Street Beefs. We're gonna have 2 major fighters will be participating, in Street Beefs, this upcoming March 12th. So I will be out there. You're gonna have oh, sorry about that. PGH Big Dog, what's going on? Christopher Russell, what's going on? Embry Boyne, what's going on? So yeah, we're gonna have Street Beefs going on, and I'll be partnering up with them. You're gonna have One Eye Bandit, and you're gonna have Wolf. Scarface versus One Eye Bandit. So man, we're gonna have a special going on, man. I'm trying to pay attention to I'm trying to read something. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Successful Hustle. I mean, we're gonna have Scarface versus One Eye Wolf. March 12th, man. It's gonna go down, man. It's going down, man. So make sure y'all come through Oakland, California. Successful Hustle, brother. Super Chat fan told me earlier Boots was of Clayton and was mad because Canelo. Oh, man, yeah, man. Don't pay them no attention, man. Goody the Great, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Salute, Blue. What's happening? 2 things. What's the name of the perfume you purchased for your wife? That got you 9 kids. LOL. Want to pick some up for my lady for Valentine's Day. Will you be having a show Friday? Yeah, for sure, man. Smash the like button. Y'all see they playing with the views and stuff like that, right? They pushing people off and everything, man. So get the likes up. Let's get the likes all the way up, man. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 700, people. Smash the like buttons. Goody great. My favorite, DeAndre Carey, what's going on? Adrian Jones, what's going on? Adrian Hughes, what's going on? My Reginald Fields, what's going on? My favorite, Elijah on the Don, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? My favorite one is that I like for her right now is Jade by Jador by Dior. My favorite. That's my favorite one. That's my all-time favorite one, man. Woo, love that one. So you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that, man. Jador by Dior, man. You can't go wrong with that one, bro. I love that one, man. So go with that one, brother. Goody the Great. Get that one. Deontay Mosley, brother in Super Chat, he says, salute, Blue Blood. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you 1,000%. Yeah, man. Donovan Fox, what's going on? So get that one, man. That one, get that one, bro. Mo 2013, what's going on? That one is, whew. Jeffrey Brooks, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said people claim that Boots haven't fought nobody, just like they said Bud didn't fight nobody. Nobody's looking at the style and technique, regardless of the level of competition. Exactly. Corey Adams, what's going on? Oscar Martinez, what's going on? Dawn Jenkins, Gotcha Game, what's going on? See, the problem is this, right? Here's the problem that I have, right? Is that people are, and get the likes of the 750, man. Smash the like button. Tone Capone 1, what's going on? Marvin L. Stencil, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? if you put Boots in the ring with Jeff Horn, do you not right now? Do you think Boots win? Yes. Bro, Jay, Loving Down Gaither, what's going on? You understand? So his talent is off the charts. You see his talent. You understand? But stop talking about, man, who this guy fight, man? Who that guy fight? Crane Enterprise, what's going on? That you shouldn't be worrying about who they fought in the past. You should be worrying about them fighting the best in the future. Not talking about, man, I don't want you only saying that because you are aware that your favorite fighter could lose. 704 Joe, what's going on? That's the only reason you're running around talking about, man, he ain't fight no champions yet. Optimus Prime, what's going on? Mike Lee, what's going on? Josh V, what's going on? Paul Carrick, my brother, what's going on? The only reason you're running around talking about he ain't fight nobody. Marlon Green, what's going on? What is you worried about who he fought in the past for? What you care? Koga, yeah, what's going on? What do you care who he fought in? Who he fought? What champion? What difference do it make to you? Sense for sense, what's going on? Naughty Feet, Naughty Feet of Cole, what's going on? Daniel Dallas 76, my brother, what's going on? Doughboy, what's going on? What difference do it make to you that you're running around talking Von TV, what's going on? He ain't fight nobody yet. He ain't do this, he ain't do it. Man, you see his talent, stop it, man. Be a fan of the sport of boxing, man. Be a fan of the sport of boxing first. Two Savage, what's going on? Terry Smooth Jr., what's going on? Darren Jennings, what's going on? It's just like people say with Terence Crawford, hey, he ain't fight nobody. My brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. My brother Bitch, B Megastar in the building. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. My brother Bitch, B Megastar, Little Princess's channel. Bitch, drop the link. O'Shea Strong, Xavier Jones, what's going on? That's what everybody was saying before Terence Crawford fought Sean Porter, right? He ain't fight nobody. We need to see Terence Crawford fight somebody. Johnny Tsunami, what's going on? My brother Charles Edward Cheese in the building, what's going on? Right? Torian Jenkins, what's going on? Oh, he ain't fight nobody. Hope Nell, what's going on? He ain't fight nobody yet. Who did he fight? We need to see him fight somebody. I want to see him fight Sean Porter to solidify himself. I told y'all before Terence Crawford was a good fighter, right? Or how we know he did this, how we know he good. Okay, that's why we call. Okay, so that's why we called for the Sean Porter fight, right? EWTF, what's going on? Oh, and then when he fought Sean Porter and beat Sean Porter, was it a shock to you? No, it wasn't a shock because you saw the talent before he fought Sean Porter, and it was a tough fight because of the level of competition. Period. Whether you thought Sean Porter was a draw at the time, or Sean Porter was up around, or Sean Porter was down around, it don't matter. At the end of the day, Terence Crawford closed the show. Tory Wells, what's going on? He closed the show at the end of the day. Period. Antonio Hernandez, Donnie Clark Bay, what's going on? He closed the show on a high level. Period. On your 77, what's going on? That's it. He ain't fight this person. He ain't do this. So let me ask you a question. Kyle 845, what's going on? If Jerron Boots Ennis beat Virgil Ortiz tomorrow, does that garner him to be in the conversation with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? Kenichi Bear, what's going on, great brother? E-Money Bags 1987, what's going on? Huh? Kyle 845, Alan Day, what's going on? No, that ain't going to garner it for you, right? Well, we need to see him. So let me ask you a question. See, because y'all don't even... It doesn't even make sense, the things that people say. Crisco 713 and Clark, what's going on? People say, well, we need to see him fight world champions. Well, there's fighters out here that are not world champions that are better than your world champions. How about that? Rollboy Florida, what's going on? Donovan Fox, what's going on? Fatbull 717, what's going on? There's fighters out here that are better than world champions that are not world champions. Do you say that your Davis Ugas is a world champion? He beat Manny Pacquiao. Do you think he's worlds above Virgil Ortiz Jr.? Now all of a sudden belts make the fighters. John Sanders, what's going on? He said Bug be getting touched too much. Everybody get touched too much. It's boxing. Everybody gets touched. There's a handful of fighters that are great defensive fighters. It ain't no overwhelming amount of fighters that are great defensive fighters. Everybody gets touched. That's a myth. Even Floyd Mayweather, he got touched. He was the greatest defensive fighter himself, James Toney, Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker was on the canvas multiple times. Floyd Mayweather got touched big time a few times. Rock bad. James Toney hit the deck. Everybody gets touched. So when we say this guy get touched too much, who don't get touched? They all get touched. Everybody gets touched. It's boxing. I know we use the phrase swim without getting wet, but who actually swims without getting wet? Nobody. Nobody. Successful hustle, brother, back in Super Chat. Crawley doesn't think he's overrated. Exactly. Cody Crawley, he just beat Abdulkarim, right? Who was the IBF mandatory for Errol Spence. Cody Crawley just beat him. And Cody Crawley, he told them to fight Jaron Ennis. I need upwards of 7 figures. Why? Why? Why you need Guillermo Maldonado? What's going on? Why you need upwards of 7 figures to fight Jaron Ennis? Why? Why? Jeffrey Brooks, brother Super Chat. What's funny about Bud stopping Porter? Everybody then said that wasn't the same Porter that fought Spence. Too funny. Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? Dub Nevels, what's going on? Tom Capone 1, what's going on? CP, what's going on? So before we said, man, Sean Porter, Terence Crawford ain't never fight nobody. The best fighter he fought was Yuriorkis Gamboa, and Gamboa was touching him. He was getting hurt by Gamboa, and so on and so forth. We never saw Terence Crawford in there with a high level. So he got in there with Sean Porter, and he won the fight. What changed? OBJ, what's going on? Full movie episodes. Nia Presley, what's going on? He's the one. What's going on? So somebody tell me what changed in your eyes with Terence Crawford? Capadon 24, what's going on? Nothing. John Legene, what's going on? He was who you thought he was before the Terence Crawford, before the Sean Porter fight. Drew Blue, Donald Favors, what's going on? He was who we thought he was before he fought Sean Porter. But y'all needed to see him. We need to see him in there. You saw the talent already. So here's something else I disagree with that Sean Porter said. VVS Diamonds, what's going on? Here's something else that Sean Porter said I disagree. We need to see him do it against the champions. Now, he said we need to see him do it against the champions. John Doe, what's going on? We need to see him do it against the champions. But in the same token, he says the only 2 guys that could beat Boots is Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. So they are at the pinnacle of the welterweight division. So how could he be overrated when the 2 best guys in the division are the only guys that could beat him, and you still give him a chance to beat them? If he has a chance to beat them, Johnny True Blue Staley, M.A. Mines, what's going on? If he has a chance to beat those 2 guys, and those are the only 2 guys that you see fit to be able to compete and beat him, then how could he possibly be overrated? John J. Doe, what's going on? How can he be overrated? It's not possible. Miss Aisha, peace and blessings, Queen. Larry Tucker, what's going on? Why? It's not possible. Larry Tucker, let me ask you a question. He said, I give Blue Blood a food stamp for Cash App. Why you say stuff wrong all the time? Every time I watch a video you put up, you rush to put up the wrong video. Correct that, please. Okay, Larry Tucker, watch this now. For one, if I put up the wrong stuff all the time, why do you continue to watch? That's number one. Don't time out Larry Tucker. Don't block him. Don't do nothing. Sergio Gonzalez, what's going on? Key 496, what's going on? If I put up incorrect stuff all the time, then why would you watch it? What does that make you? If I put up incorrect stuff all the time, because you said I'm rushing to be right, just like I was rushing to tell you that Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas was fighting April 6th at Dallas Cowboy Stadium and AT&T Stadium on pay-per-view. Did you know that? Until who told you that before I told you that? Zone knows Boston. What's going on? Larry Tucker. Now make sure you come and pay attention. So what did I put up that was incorrect? Jeffrey Dillon. What's going on? Go ahead. Edwin Diaz. What's going on? And I'll use food stamps, brother. I'm from the hood. St. Louis Mick, what's going on? Gold Dust, what's going on? It does the same thing that real money does. Ain't nothing, neither one of them is real. Don't time them out. Don't block them. Don't do anything. Charles Pickett, what's going on? SC, what's going on? Jeremy McKay, what's going on? Sean Coleman, what's going on? See, this is what I don't get. I give them food stamp. Well, I'm going to spend it the same way. Silly. ABM, what's going on? They're both paper and do the same thing. Because somebody label one embarrassing and the other one is supposed to be uplifting. That's in your eyes. They do the same thing. If I have a food stamp and I walk in the deli and I have and I have real money, they're going to do the same thing in the store. They're going to do the same thing in the store. Macados is Mac of the South. What's going on? Bernard Felton, what's going on? I got to get him. So then he said you put up the wrong big body 5'6", what's going on? He said you put up the wrong thing all the time. So why you keep watching? I ain't watching somebody keep putting up the wrong thing. Aunt Mo, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, I feel like Boots is ready for anyone in the division, but what I took from what Sean was saying is people saying Boots dominated everyone in the division. That's why he said Boots. That's why he said Boots is overrated. A1 Hoops, my brother Emmanuel H in the building. Go subscribe to the basketball channel. Mustafa Malik, brother in the super chat. He said, Blue, I can't find anywhere Canelo was offered $50 million. Of course you can't, because you don't have sources. Why would you? Bill Lamb, brother in the super chat. Real boxing fans can acknowledge talent when they see it. A good boxer regardless of the opponent. Boots is not my favorite, but it's talented, period. Agreed. I am Murberg. Mubarak, what's going on? Why would you? In-style furniture, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a go on us in the super chat. He said, Blue, man, I'm gonna be honest, fam. I thought was go big to get Canelo Charlo. Do you think Canelo's cherry picking, bro? It's so hard to get the fights we want, bro. I don't see Canelo as cherry picking. The captain, what's going on? Bro Jay, what's going on? I don't see Canelo as cherry picking because fighting Dimitri Bivol is not a cherry pick. Dimitri Bivol and Jamal Charles a 50-50 fight. That many people might favor Bivol to win. Those guys are light heavyweight for Canelo Alvarez is not a walk in the park. The captain, what's going on? So I do look at Jamal Charlo as the better competition, but he Dimitri Bivol, is a talented fighter. Marvin L. Stencil, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Keep pushing, good info, Blue. Lots of shout outs, but it's your show, Blue. LOL Boss's job is to win just like Bud. They not the promoter and matchmaker. Boost just got to wait it out. He's too risky now. Agreed. Bro J, what's going on? They see it. They see the talent. CB Black, what's going on? ABN, brother in the super chat. He said, we aren't going to know the trash boots until he's been in the fight. Errol and Bud will hit back. Accurate as we aren't going to know the trash boots until he's been in a trash fight. Errol and Bud will hit back. I don't understand what you're saying, ABN. On the mic, brother Terence Bailey Sr., brother in super chat. If Ugas lose, he should have to fight Boots next. No, we need Boots to fight winners. I didn't understand what he's saying. So let me tell you this. Trey Dub 234, what's going on? So now, Kurt Carr, $12, what's going on? So now let me tell y'all this, right? Now, listen to this, right? Because the brother said, sorry about that. Kurt wife. That's Kurt wife. Houston, Texas 056. What's going on? Edward Torres, Eric O. What's going on? Sorry about that, people. I'm texting Kurt wife. CP, what's going on? He said, you see the message I sent about Canelo? No, I didn't see it. Yeah, smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 1K, people. Smash that like button. Heavy duty. What's going on? Sorry about that, people. That was Kurt wife. I'm trying to read what she was saying at the same time. Sorry about that. Josh Sanders, what's going on? He said it's on Instagram. Where? Anwar Willis, what's going on? So, so now, you got to look at it from this standpoint, right? And ask yourself this question, okay? Because I see people saying, "Man, we won't know." Now, watch this now. National champions, what's going on? John Sununi, what's going on? Smash that like button, people. Donate $1 super chat. Refresh the super chat for the people that can't send the super chat. So now, Pro Trucker was fit. What's going on? We said, now watch this now. People are saying we won't know what Jerron Boots Ennis is until he fights the best, right? So, if Jerron Ennis fought Errol Spence and lost, does that make him not good? Because, see, here's the problem I have. Jermaine Burnett, what's going on? Carla Wall James, what's going on? EWTF, what's going on? El Rivy, what's going on? So now, here's the problem that I have, right? That people don't put into context. You have Manny Pacquiao that was knocked out twice early in his career, came back to be one of the greatest fighters ever. You can't even name the names of the fighters that he got knocked out by. And yet Boots has to jump through hoops and hurdles to convince you of his talent. Manny Pacquiao was knocked out. Lomachenko lost to a journeyman in Orlando Salido. In Orlando Salido's first 15 fights as a professional, he was knocked out 5 times and had 2 draws on his resume, and he beat Lomachenko. Lomachenko lost that fight. Then he lost to a kid in Teofimo Lopez that was 23 years old with only 15 fights in his career. And he lost the first 7 rounds badly to Teofimo Lopez. Badly. Right? To Teofimo Lopez. He had 4 good rounds against Teofimo Lopez. And then in the 12th round, looked like he was about to get stopped before they had the headbutt. He lost 2 fights. And Teofimo Lopez immediately lost his next fight against a guy who we love to big up now. All of a sudden, everybody's fans of George Kambosos Jr. Didn't know who he was before Teofimo Lopez fight and won't know who he is after Devin Haney beat him. But yet, you try to tell me, Boots got to do this. Boots got to do that. My brother Charles Edward Cheese said Pac-Man got plus 70 fights. I don't care how many fights he got today. I'm talking about what he did in the beginning of his career. So why do Boots have to show you right now with 28 wins, no losses, no draws, and 26 knockouts? Manny Pacquiao was knocked out by two guys you don't even know who they are. So does that make Manny Pacquiao not a great fighter? No. So why do you say we won't know who Boots is until he fights this person, that person? You ain't know who Manny Pacquiao was when he was getting knocked out by guys you can't even name. Now all of a sudden, hindsight is 2020. Now Manny Pacquiao, and people like Max Kellerman saying Manny Pacquiao is the greatest fighter to ever live. Huh? Make it make sense. Jeffrey Brooks, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, people are funny tonight, Blue. Now Boots should get Ugas if he loses and Boots is winning. That's these Spence fans don't want to see their favorite fighter take the L possible. Take that possible L. Agreed. ABM, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. My bad. We aren't going to know the real Boots until he's been in a real fight. Errol and Bud hits back hard as all, and that's what I meant to say. My bad. Hey, great brother. Everybody hits hard and everybody hits back. Who Boots fight that didn't hit back? Thomas DeLorme gave Terence Crawford one of the toughest fights of his career. He hits back. Sergey Lipians is a world champion. He hits back. They hit back. They all hit back. It's boxing. Davis Gilliard, what's going on, brother? Brother in the super chat. Davis Gilliard, bro, he said not only did Pac-Man get KO'd, he got put to sleep, bro. Facts. And now watch this. Now watch this now. So now watch this. Manny Pacquiao lost in every which way possible. I want y'all to understand that. Manny Pacquiao lost in every which way possible. He got outboxed badly. He lost essentially every single round to Eric Morales the first fight. He was knocked out brutally by Juan Manuel Marquez. He had a fight with Marquez where he dropped Marquez 3 times in the first round, and the fight still ended in a draw. 4 fights with Marquez that you could make a case Marquez won all the fights. He lost badly to Eric Morales, was knocked out twice in his career by guys you never heard of. And yet he's still considered an icon and a legend in the sport of boxing. So why does, if Boots fought Errol Spence and lost, his skill set and talent means nothing then? He has to fight the absolute pinnacle and win for you to consider him a great fighter? But nobody else has these standards, though. Everybody considers Roberto Duran one of the 4 kings in their era. But he lost. He's 1-5 against the other 4 kings in his era. I want y'all to pay. With Fredo Benitez, he lost. He lost to Sugar Ray Leonard and quit in the rematch. He lost to Tommy Hearns by knockout, and then he got outboxed by Marvin Hagler. And yet, we still consider him one of the 4 kings and dismiss Wilfredo Benitez, who beat him. $38 Alphas, brother in the super chat. Blue Bud, you were saying Boots is great. Let the young man eat before you say he is full. Lomachenko considered greatest amateur of all time. Boots is next, though. Lomachenko is considered greatest amateur of all time because he's a grown man competing with young kids and teenagers. He was 26 years old in the amateurs, still competing with young teenagers and kids. What are we talking about here? He turned professional, a grown man, and he has 18 fights and 16 wins and 2 losses in 18 fights. And you're trying to give him credit for what he did in the amateurs. Last time I checked, amateurs ain't the professionals. Professionals are professionals. Amateurs are amateurs. Two different. He don't have that great record in the professionals, do we? Because it's two different leagues. Night, big boy. It's two different leagues. Love you too, kid. Warlock brother in super chat dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, "What's good, big homie? It's my B-day today, but I wanted to show some love and support. See you at the top where kings belong. Salute to you, great brother. Happy born day, my brother Warlock, man. Salute to my brother. Happy born day, Warlock. Happy born day, great brother. Kaz, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Devon Webster, my brother in the super chat. Bebo has nice jab, size, and power. He has a chance. Yeah, I think Canelo going to win, though. Corporal 6, what's going on? Keith White, what's going on? So, I mean, we said that with Terence Crawford. I saw the talent in Terence Crawford before he fought Sean Porter. He didn't have to fight Sean Porter for me to see his talent. I saw it already. Donald Faves, what's going on? I saw Mr. Wayne Neg 13. What's going on? I saw the talent in Sean Porter before. The talent in Terence Crawford before he fought Sean Porter. He didn't have to fight Sean Porter for me to solidify his talent. Hey, Sneed, what's going on? I was saying Terence Crawford was the best fighter in the world. Charles, I see what the power said. Yeah, that's my son. He going to bed. He got to go to work. 4 a.m. TV. What's going on? L. Adam, what's going on? Charles Edward Cheese. He got to go to work at 4:30. Man, it's already 10:10. JT Bucket 44. What's going on? Ray Urel, what's going on? So now K Causey, what's going on? Get the likes of 1.1K, people. We got 1,100 people here. We should have 1,100 likes. Bohannon, what's going on? We should got 1,100 people here. We should have 1,100 likes. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. B-Boy Pop 97, what's going on? This is good for Crawford and Spence, but unfortunate for Charlo. Exactly. Urban Naturalist Apothecary. What's going on, brother, in the super chat? I appreciate the grind and non-biased approach, big brother. Appreciate you, great brother. Victor Naiz, what's going on? Bruce Terps, what's going on? Tat, what's going on? So, here's the thing. Garnett Donaldson, what's going on? Adam Quinwells, what's going on? Roddy, what's going on? Nobody would have saw Manny Pacquiao. If you saw Manny Pacquiao then, would you have said 513 Road Natty, what's going on? Would you have said, and this guy going to be one of the greatest fights? No, you would not have. So they could change their career. Everything could change. Everything. Ronaldo Garcia, what's going on? Luke James, what's going on? Everything, it could change. They can make adjustments. The bottom line is Boots Ennis has the talent. Period. Informer Evans, what's going on? So now with this, Mequan Brown, what's going on? Tyler Smith, what's going on? So now with this situation, this is good news. It's unfortunate, but it's good news at the same time. Marlon, what's going on? Nathan Beckham, what's going on? Because you can't tell us you don't have money for Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, because we know that money is there, because you were going to give it. You were going to give it to Canelo Alvarez. So now we could get that money directed into a different direction for the biggest fight in boxing that everybody is waiting to see. I'm not saying you got to give Terence Crawford $50 million. I'm not saying you got to give Crawford $40 million. But I'm saying the pot is there to divvy it up, to give the money to Terence Crawford and Errol Spence to make the biggest fight and satisfy the fans with the fights that we want to see. Is Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. No slight to your Dana Sugas. I wish the best to your Dana Sugas. But the bottom line here is, unfortunately, in your Dana Sugas case, the fight that everybody wants to see and been wanting to see is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Heath Rowley, what's going on? Sean Porter already said on his platform, right? So Larry Tucker, right? You already said that I get everything wrong, right? Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. But Larry Tucker said Boots is talented, right? But he have to fight the top 5 to see how great he is. It gets harder the higher you get. It's levels. Yes, of course, right? But now watch this. So when Floyd Mayweather beat Arturo Gatti and Diego Corrales, did that mean he wasn't great? We still, because Arturo Gatti, now watch this now. Arturo Gatti, Diego Corrales, they're not on the level of Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, the Tito Trinidads of the world, and those and the Miguel Cottos of the world. Those crops of fighters, right? So when Floyd Mayweather beat Arturo Gatti and Diego Corrales, did you say we can't label him great because we still need to see him conquer the next level of fighters? Yes or no? On the mic, brother Terence Bailey, seeing the super chat. They say Boots has to do this and do that. And if Ugas loses, he'll need to bounce back. So they'll need each other. Both would have something to prove. Yeah, but see, the thing is, if he beats Ugas coming off a loss to Errol Spence, it ain't going to matter. Because they're not going to credit him for that. They ain't going to credit him for Ugas fight. Because they don't give him credit for fighting former world champions. Larry Tucker says styles make fights. 2 different styles. I didn't ask you about styles. I asked you this. You just said there's levels, right? And the higher end levels you go, right, the harder it gets. So I asked you a question. You said you can't consider Boots great until he fights the greatest top 5. So I said to you, when Floyd Mayweather beat the likes of Diego Corrales and the late great Diego Corrales and Arturo Gatti and those guys, right? And he was making a name for himself. Did that mean, Trey Bates, what's going on? Did that mean we couldn't crown Floyd Mayweather as a great fighter because he didn't fight Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley and Miguel Cotto yet? Did that mean he needed to fight them to be considered great? Yes or no? Charles Edward Cheese said no, but Ugas is better than Delorme. Says who? How much better is Ugas than Delorme? I agree with you, Charles Edward Cheese. I do think Ugas is better than him, but how much better is Ugas than Delorme? Truman 6, what's going on? Is he levels above? If he's much levels above Thomas Delorme? Because he gave Terence Crawford a very tough fight. Jay said way better. Oh, yeah? Okay. Steve Butler, what's going on? So Ugas goes and loses to Errol Spence. You're gonna say Boots beating him garnishes him to be considered in that upper echelon of fighters. That's what you're telling me. You said in order for him, he has to fight the guys in the top 5 guys. So the top 5 guys of this era, right? You said in order for him to be considered great, he has to fight the top 5 guys of this era. Right? Okay. So the best fighters of this era, the top 5 guys of this era. So I'm asking you, was Diego Corrales and Arturo Gatti and those guys considered the top 5 best fighters in Floyd Mayweather's era? No, they weren't. He didn't have to fight the top 5 best guys to be considered a high-profile athlete, to know that he had greatness on him. So your Davis Ugas loses to Errol Spence. Suddenly we're going to say, oh, man, your Davis, now that would be 5 losses for your Davis Ugas. And you're telling me that he beats your Davis Ugas, and now that's going to garner him. He's 35. Y'all do know that, right? Your Davis Ugas is 35 years old with 4 losses already. So he loses to Errol Spence, and Boots beats your Davis Ugas. That's gonna give him the credit. Lester Duvall, what's going on? Percy Moore, my brother in the super chat, popping in for a second, Blue. I'll be at the fight in Dallas. I got Spence by majority decision. I do think Ugas has enough to keep Spence off of him. I don't think so. Reek Williams, what's going on? Percy Moore, I don't think Ugas has enough to keep Spence honest. He got a jab. He got nice timing. He's accurate. He's skilled. But once Spence understands that he's not going to really be able to hurt him, if it's the Errol Spence that Pop 375, what's going on? Percy Moore. If it's the Errol Spence that I expect to come back, no, he's in trouble, man. Chill Hangley, what's going on? Brooklyn Finance brother Super Chat said, do you think the relationship between Eddie Reynoso and Eddie Hearn had a strong impact on their picking Eddie Hearn deal? For sure. Because I can't understand. Well, I can understand. You know, it's a I mean, if I could make $50 million, 40 to $50 million to fight one fight, why would I take $42 million and have to fight two fights? But I gather it's the same thing, right? If you say he fight $40 million to fight Jamal Charlo, and then his next fight is $40 million, I guess it's the same thing when you look at it from that standpoint. But I look at it, Brooklyn Finest, like this, right? He's not choosing the easier route. So I know people are feeling like, yeah, bro, he's avoiding, but he can't say he's avoiding Jamal Charlo because he's fighting Arthur Beterbiev. You see what I'm saying? Now, if he was fighting, if he went from, bro, I ain't fighting Jamal Charlo, I'm gonna fight Triple G. Now you got a case. And I don't think that Triple G fight gonna happen on the back end. It don't make sense to me, right? Why would Canelo Alvarez beat Dimitri Bivol, become the WBA champion at light heavyweight, and then Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith are fighting each other? So they're making it easy on him. So if I'm Canelo, why would I fight Triple G when I could fight the winner of that fight for undisputed? That means he could have two fights at light heavyweight and become undisputed. Why would he fight Triple G? And he's gonna have to fight Triple G back down to 68. Triple G ain't coming up to 75. So now you're gonna have to go back down to 78, to 68, excuse me. So why would I fight Triple G opposed to fighting the winner, Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith? They made it easy for me. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm Canelo Alvarez, you just made it easy for me. I could fight, not easy, but you made it the road shorter to become undisputed and create history at light heavyweight. I can fight Dimitri Bivol, beat Dimitri Bivol, and then fight. Then I could fight the winner, Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith Jr. Priceless knowledge itself. What's going on? You understand what I'm saying? 38 Alpha's brother back to the super chat. He said, Ashim Rockman beat Lewis. Does that make him great? I don't think so. No, I didn't make him great. He had a great win, not a great fighter. Percy Moore, brother in super chat. I mean, he don't blue. My bad. Respect, King. Oh, salute to you, great brother. Cinnamon Savage, what's going on? Yeah, I don't think he has 88 sports though. What's going on? I don't think he have enough to keep, Canelo. Keep Errol Spence off him, man. I think Errol Spence, once he understands the time and the distance, and the power of your Dana Sugis, I think he's gonna start to get physical. I think Errol Spence got a point to prove, Percy Moore. El Rivy, brother super chat, he wanted to fight in Mexico. Triple G in Mexico is big. Yeah, I guess so. You look at it, the El Rivy. But again, El Rivy, why would he leave that opportunity on the table? History is on the table for Canelo Alvarez, man. You understand what I'm saying, El Rivy? Why would I can fight the winner, Joe Smith. I can fight Triple G. Triple G is going to stick around for Canelo. Understand this. If Canelo says, I'm going to fight, if Canelo says, I'm going to fight, if Canelo says, I'm going to fight Dimitri Bivol in May 7th, right? And then I'm going to fight the winner, Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith in September. Man, he could fight Triple G in Mexico in November or December. Stash Little Man, what's going on? And he would have created history. Why not go back to Mexico? Iron Man, brother in Super Chat, much love to you. Why would not go back to Mexico, being a two-time undisputed champion? Just think about this, people. I want y'all to understand this, right? You could go back. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder in the building in the super chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. And this Friday is my brother Carolina Ryder born day. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder, man, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says salute to you, great brother, right? And salute my happy born day, early born day to you, great brother. My brother, man, I love you, brother. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder, man. That's my brother right there, man. Got big things going, and I will be headed down to chill with my brother, man, opening up restaurants and everything, man. You motivation, brother. You are motivation. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder, man. Your motivation, great brother. And happy born day, great brother. I am J. Lou. What's going on? DJ Senji. What's going on? Tim Allen. What's going on? Gary Garvey. What's going on? GB Lifetime. What's going on? Charlie Cheese for Canelo right now, bro. I don't want to see could end badly for Triple G. Yeah, he's gonna knock out Triple G. But that's my thing, right? No doubt, Carolina. Morris Green, brother, in Super Chat, dropping that. Get up on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Hey, Blue, I'm a fan of boxing. I just want to see the best fight, period, in boxing. Boots is a beast, period. That's why no one wants to be in the ring with him. Agreed. So now, if I'm Canelo Alvarez, right? I can have 2 fights right now, be undisputed at super middleweight, be undisputed at light heavyweight, right? Shalom, what's going on? Be undisputed at super middleweight. Then in less than 2 calendar years, people, Canelo Alvarez could become undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. In less than Black Friday 150 was going on. Imagine this. Canelo he's the 6th undisputed champion in history of sport of boxing, right? Right? And then Canelo Alvarez could be undisputed again. He could be the 7th undisputed champion in the sport of boxing in 2 separate weight classes. He's going to be historic. It's going to say Canelo at number 6 and Canelo at number 7. And people going to have to say, man, why are you at 2 servers? Boxing Reaction, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? And then, now, man, I'm comfortable now. Now, I'm going to fight Triple G in Mexico. Because now I can do what I want. He already could do what he want. But he going to really be able to do what he want. Imagine that. Hey, bro, I could go back to now, Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reach in the building. Fraternal House, what's going on? Roddy, what's going on? Now I could go, now King Judah, what's going on? Right? Bay Area Fight Fan, what's going on? So now I could go fight Triple G in Mexico in November. Triple G gonna take the fight anyway. And imagine how he going back to Mexico to fight Triple G. Bro, I'm undisputed at light heavyweight. Gully Style, what's going on? Boxing News DC, my brother, what's going on? I'm undisputed at super lightweight, super middleweight, undisputed at light heavyweight. Now I'm gonna fight Triple G in Mexico, in my hometown. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. His legacy as the greatest Mexican fighter is going to be is solidified at that point. Christopher Cooper, brother, super chat. Why is Canelo being praised for fighting someone with 19 fights, but Floyd caught when he fought because he was too green? LOL. Agreed. Because see, this is why, Christopher Cooper. Because when you have the European style of boxers that enter the sport, they all have this short. Look at Alexander Usyk. He got 18 fights. Lomachenko, 18 fights. Artur Beterbiev, 17 fights or 18 fights. Dimitri Bivol, same thing. They all have that because they stay in the amateurs far too long. And we give them credit for being grown men in the amateurs for far too long. Period. So it's no walk in the park. Stash Low Man, my brother, what's going on? Alex Naiz, what's going on? No, Stash Low Man, you're looking at it all wrong. Because we fans of Jamal Charlo, you want to see Jamal Charlo get the fight. I agree. Right? I wanted to see Jamal Charlo, Canelo. Sean Coleman, what's going on? Ashante L, what's going on? I wanted to see it, but you got to look at it from Canelo. If you're Canelo Alvarez, you have a chance to create history. And the Jamal Charlo fight, Maccabi Chirac, my brother, Juan Carlos Candelario, what's going on? Lario, what's going on? You got to look at it from Canelo Alvarez standpoint, brother. Okay? Big footprints, what's going on? You can still fight Jamal Charlo in 2023. He's going to take the fight. You can still fight David Benavidez. Your legacy is cemented after that, bro. Oh, Sam, what's going on? Crash Cam 67, what's going on? And you still can fight these dudes because he's only 31. I want y'all to understand, Canelo Alvarez is only 31, people. He's only 31. Meet the Kindles, what's going on? So now he can fight and do this. 305 Live TV, what's going on? I wanted to see it too. But he can fight and win these fights, right? Now I want y'all to check this out now. He can fight and win these fights. 3 fights, people. He could fight Bivol in May, the winner Joe Smith, Arthur Beaver in September, and then he could fight Triple G in December to close out the year, right? In Mexico City, hometown fight in Mexico City, right? Close out the year there. Now in 2023, all right, I'll fight Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez. What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem at that fight? Key Dallas, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? What's the problem at that time? What's the problem? I'm still, and then guess what? Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez is only going to be 26. No, he's 24 right now. So he's only going to be 25 or whatever he is, 25, 26. He's going to be 25, 26 years old. He's still going to be younger than Tank in 2023. He's still younger than Tank. And Jamal Charlo is only going to be 32 because him and Canelo are the same age. Rob 23K, what's going on? So guess what? Mark Freddie, what's going on? Dub J Lucky, what's going on? Ashante L7, what's going on? Right? So guess what? He fights them in 2023. What's the problem? Now, I would love Roddy to see him fight Andre. Juan Allen Lon, what's going on? Chavez, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? CIE Fashion Magazine, what's going on? So, what's the problem at that time? Nothing. They still young. Cano Local Sports, what's going on? And we can't say fighting Arthur Beaver is not a cherry pick, people. Fighting Dimitri Bivol is not a cherry pick. That's not no walk in the park. Easy Lewin, what's going on? It's not the Jamal Charlo. I wanted to see Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo is a bigger name. I think that Jamal Charlo is much of a risk as they are, right? But the fact that they're much bigger guys, that's going to factor in, right? But Mansa Musa lifestyle, what's going on? Jay Lynn said the question is, will he? He ain't gonna have a choice. What other direction? He cleaned house already. What other choice do we have? Donnie Seaburn, what's going on? Unless he go up the cruiserweight. So he go up the cruiserweight. Cap's Corner Store, what's going on? Houston, Texas, 056, what's going on? I don't know if he goes to cruiserweight. Now, maybe he goes to cruiserweight and it don't happen. But when I'm Jason May, what's going on? You fighting Dimitri Bivol. That is you're not taking hey man, I can't believe he fighting Charlo. He ain't fighting Charlo, he fighting Bivol. Man, what? If you made Charlo versus Bivol right now, that's a 50-50 fight that Bivol will probably be opened up as the favorite. Wendell Lean, what's going on? Appreciate you, great brother. King Ray, what's going on? He might open up as the favorite. Feed Me Beast, what's going on? I'm not guaranteeing that, but he just might open up as the favorite. He just might. My brother Terence Bailey Sr. Grow High, what's going on? He said, hey, Boo, respectfully, my brother, let's see out over 55 fights who can name 20 quality fights. But that we can't say that. We can't do that. We can't do that. Terence. Let me tell you why. We can't. Nobody. Floyd got 50 fights, right? 50 fights. Can you really name 15, 20 great fighters on his resume? You can't. You can't. 20 great fighters? That's hard, man. Cedric Traylor, what's going on? On nobody's record, you could do that. You look at Muhammad Ali. I went through Muhammad Ali's resume a while back, and people was, man, boy. And that's what I'm saying, Keon. I don't think he's going to fight Triple G after that. It just doesn't make sense. Why would he? Why would I fight Triple G after I fight and beat Dimitri Bivol? That don't make sense. When I got one more fight here against Artabetta Beef to become undisputed and create history, and then I still could fight Triple G to close out the year. That makes more sense. C. Hamilton, what's going on? Thomas Jackson, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. And guess what? Canelo still, remember, he still would be a free. He still could move around. I don't think the zone. I don't think he's gonna put himself in position where he ain't got no choice. Ramses Piper, brother super chat. Much as I to say it, Canelo paid his dude to move how he wants. I mean, he putting it. I mean, he doing his thing. You fight Dimitri Bivol, bro. That's no Tip Bellis. What's going on? I wanted to see Charlo and Canelo as well, just like everybody else, man. I think it's a bigger fight. I think the name, everything about that. King Gizzle, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, "Wow, Saul creating all this history. What you think Charlo going to be doing? The matchup still go be lit." Yep. What you think, King? Oh, I got a video coming immediately following this live stream about that. Immediately following this live stream. I got one. Do you think Bivol can beat Canelo? Oh, for sure he could beat Canelo. I don't think he will. Clint Eastwood, what's going on? I don't think he will beat him. Salute to my brother King Gizzle, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Yeah, I'm going to drop a video right after this. Bivol is the money fight. No, he's not. No, he's not. Wendell Aline, brother in the super chat, much love to you, brother. Bivol is not the money fight. Ashante L, what's going on? Adrian D, what's going on? Ain't no ton of people that know who Dimitri Bivol is. Cloud Lord Art Reed, what's going on? King Roy, what's going on? That don't exist, brother. Oscar Santana, what's going on? Dimitri Bivol does not have a huge fan base. No, sir. Ice 3 HSE, what's going on? What's your point? Facts, what's going on? No, sir. No, sir. Bro, I've been at plenty of Dimitri Bivol fights. No. When he fought upstate against Joe Smith, I was there. No. It was nowhere near packed. Oh, he said they think he could beat Canelo. That's why I say that. Yeah. Danny Gallardo, what's going on? Kellen 709, what's going on? I don't know how much they think that he could beat Canelo, Larry Tucker. DJ, what's going on? But it's more so about them having him on their platform and showcasing Canelo. Not so much, yeah, Dimitri Bivol represents a challenge for sure, but not so much that they think that he actually going to beat Canelo. More so, Gary Chills, what's going on? What's your point? Said this is a cherry pick. No, it's not, brother. Please stop. It's not a cherry pick. Eli Senoris, what's going on? Jaime 1700, what's going on? King Jefferson, what's going on? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a cherry pick, brother. If you're a fan of the sport of boxing and you watch boxing, there's no way you could say Dimitri Bivol is a cherry pick. There's no way. Marcus AI, what's going on? There's no way you could Lou Del Valle, what's going on? Flawless Mentality, what's going on? Alpha Kupal Muha, what's going on? There's no way you could watch Dimitri Bivol and say, hey, man, Bivol's a cherry pick. Man, stop, man. Stop. I would say Mexico for a fight against Benavidez. I like that. B Price, what's going on? Charlo won't fight David. Fresco Customs, what's going on? There's still big fights for Jamal Charlo. Pinguano 10, what's going on? Still huge fights for Charlo. C Just 23, what's going on? Jai McKinnon, what's going on? How I feel about Canelo legacy. I think he's carving out a nice legacy. He's maneuvering it, but it is. I mean, it's getting to the point where he's going to have to fight people. He's not going to pad this. He can't pad the stats no more. You got to do something. Like 50 said, you got to do something, baby. Derek Person, what's going on? Orthodox 706, what's going on? You got to do something. Caps Corner Store, what's going on, great brother? How you feeling? Ben Davis, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, Blue. I'm just chiming in. Did I miss something in Canelo and Charlo off the table? Yes, it's off the table. Yep, off the table. Jamal, he gonna fight. Jose Quinos, what's going on? Jay, what's going on? Blue, keeping it 100. Yep, appreciate you, great brother. Jay Doug, what's going on? Canelo Alvarez is gonna fight. It looks like he's gonna fight Dimitri Bivol. But again, now Curtis Price, what's going on? Terence Crawford needs to be at Errol Spence, your Dana Sugas fight. He needs to be there. Okay. He needs to be there. He needs to be vocal. He needs not to be. Now, I don't know how vocal he could be. I did see Terence Crawford say he's getting ready. He's preparing. Robert Montgomery, what's going on? I don't know what he was preparing for, right? But I think that Terence Crawford needs to be there. He needs to understand that he needs to, be able to promote these fights. Buddy Love, what's going on? I think that Terence Crawford, CJ, what's going on, great brother? I think that Terence Crawford for sure needs to be at this fight, and as well as Keith Thurman, man. They all need to be at this fight, man. Walter Whitaker, what's going on? Salute Ben Davis and brother in super chat, dropping that half a dub on us. Salute Adrian D, brother in super chat. Blue, what do you mean he has to do something? His resume is better than everyone else's right now. Can you explain? What you mean? I'm saying as far as the level of competition. You said his resume is better than everyone else's. No, I don't. His resume is better than everyone else's. No, the level of competition, man. Level of competition. Now he's going to have to fight the absolute best there is to offer. There's no more maneuvering. You understand? There is no more maneuvering. I'm going to fight this guy and this is an easier fight. No, that don't exist. That don't exist. You understand? He has some questionable wins on his resume. The Alara fight, he lost every round to Floyd Mayweather. The Triple G fights, you could make a case that Triple G won the fights. Both those fights. Okay, so he has questionable wins on his resume. You understand? And then people don't view Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant and what's his name, Caleb Smith, in high regards. You understand what I'm saying? Paul Carroll, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? So you don't hold them in high regards. People don't hold them in high regards. Those are not great wins, right? His best wins are his wins over Lara, and that's questionable. His wins over Triple G, and that's questionable. His win over Sergey Kovalev is questionable. Sergey Kovalev himself, I showed y'all before. He came to my social media on my Twitter, on not my Twitter, on my Instagram. Sergey Kovalev came on my Instagram and said, they didn't give me a chance, this, and this. They ain't let me prepare, make it, rematch me. Big brother in life, what's going on? Andres Carrero, what's going on? D Brown, what's going on? Dr. Pablo Sled, what's going on? 95 Turbo, what's going on? NJ Fury, Oscar Santana, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? So, Canelo Alvarez, his biggest wins are questionable. So, what's his biggest win? The Danny Jacobs fight. As far as proven talent, as we say, we like to say proven talent. You got to prove yourself. All right, with the proven talent, how many proven talent fighters has Canelo Alvarez beaten? Legitimately, where you could be like, man, he just straight up dominated that dude. How many? Even the Austin Trout fight. You look at the Austin Trout fight. There was situation with the Austin Trout fight where they had the open scorecards as Krypton. What's going on? And Austin Trout, Eduardo Hernandez, what's going on? It was a close fight that could have been a draw at that point, right? And then he fights, and then the open scorecards is revealed, and they got Canelo Alvarez up by a landslide. What? Austin Trout didn't even win a round. He ain't even in this fight. It's not even competitive. So guess what? Austin Trout got to get out of character and got to try to attempt to do something big because he's down massive. He got to essentially get a knockout. He loses so bad. So we got to factor these things in. You understand what I'm saying? It's not so people will say, "Man, you just don't like Canelo." No, it's the truth. It's the truth. El Rivy can what's going on, Ray River? And Danny Jacobs. Yeah, Danny Jacobs fought very hesitant, but that ain't Canelo fault. King Ray, brother, said Canelo versus Anthony Yard. I think he beat Anthony Yard. I actually think he beats Anthony Yard. I don't know, man. Alejandro Villamel, what's going on? Marty Mack, what's going on? Steven, what's going on? Houston, Texas, my brother. Brother said Caleb Plant. I just asked you how many quality wins. What did Caleb Plant prove? He's unproven, right? He had one win. So now we this is what I'm talking about. Now we give Canelo Alvarez credit for beating Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant had one win in his career over Jose Euskategi. He lost. I thought he lost to Lara, and many people thought he lost both fights to Triple G. Cotto was past it. He beat Cotto. Cotto wasn't the same guy. Austin Trout, there's a controversy with that, with the scorecards. Who did Billy Joe Saunders beat outside of Chris Eubanks and David Lemieux? That's proven? Okay, we talk about Boots Ennis having to be proven, but Billy Joe Saunders is proven because he beat David Lemieux and Chris Eubanks Jr.? Come on. Come on. Come on. Now, I don't trust Anthony. I like Anthony Yard, but I don't trust him. Eduardo Hernandez, what's going on? I don't trust him, man. I like Anthony Yard. You know, so you know, Anthony Yard, man, that guy, man, he got a lot of talent. Anthony Yard is skillful, you know, powerful, big, strong, you know, but can he beat Canelo? I don't know, man. Canelo's technically sound. Monica, peace of blessings, queen. Hey, Monica, how you gonna come in here? I ain't even see you, and then you're gonna say see y'all later. What kind of Monica? Whoa, Monica. How that happen? How that work? You just come in, poke your head in, and say see you later. I ain't even see you here. How you seeing me? How am I seeing you later when I ain't see you now? You understand? Jesus Rojas. He said 2022 is Errol Spence year. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Great forever. What's going on? She said I spoke to you, Blue. I ain't see it. All right. All right. Mark Wonderlick, what's going on? All right, Monica. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Have a great night. Shaq Jones, what's going on? No more Charlo. Nope. No more Charlo. Full County Boxing, what's going on? Isn't it amazing? Brooks 83, what's going on? Anthony Yard versus Boo Boo or Charlo. Anthony Yard is a 75 pounder. They both 60 pounders that oh, you working tonight? Okay. Have a safe night. Sal McKay, what's going on? Andre, and they fight at 160. He fights at 175. They're talking about moving up one weight class to 768. There ain't no way they're going from 60 to 75. That ain't gonna happen. And Arthur Better Beeve and Joe Smith are fighting, and Canelo's gonna fight Beeble. So those are off the table anyway. In the Field TV, what's going on? Smash that like button, people. Let's get the likes to 1.4K. Frankie C31, my brother. He said anti-Canelo fans have a list of 4 to 5 fighters they want to see him against, but don't have one of their favorite fighters. Canelo, Charlo would have been dope. Yeah, I would have loved to see the fight. Canelo Alvarez versus Jamal Charlo. Don Dollar, what's going on? Just to see those names, see the best in the ring. That's why I wanted to see it. I favored Canelo to win the fight, but I could see Jamal Charlo winning the fight. But I want to see them in the ring. AM Finesse, what's going on? I want to see them compete. I want to see them against one another. So now back to this Terence Crawford, Errol Spence situation. Canelo has opened the door for us to get Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. He has opened the door. He has freed up cap space, as we say in other sports, right? He freed up the cap space, right? There should be no reason now as to why we can't get Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford, the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. That's the fight everybody want to see, and it will be for undisputed. And I think that we should get Terence Crawford versus Keith Thurman in July. Make it happen. Buddy Love, brother in Super Chat, much love to you. Let's get Keith Thurman versus Terence Crawford in July, right? And then in September, October, we get Terence Crawford versus, because I expect Terence Crawford to beat Keith Thurman. There's no slight to him. But even if Keith Thurman won the fight, Errol Spence versus the winner, I expect Errol Spence to win. So, and then we get undisputed and welterweight. Let's create history. Big brother in life, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? Let's create history. Darius Kessler, what's going on? Dion Chris, what's going on? He says, watch this now. Y'all don't even know if Boots can take a punch or go 12 rounds in a dogfight. Dion Chris. I'm sure Boots has been in 28 fights. I'm sure he can take a punch, brother. D. McGee, what's going on? What are we talking about here? Lou Hayden, my brother, a pillar of this Blue Blood Sports TV. What's good with you, great brother? What are you talking about? We don't know if he could. Does Boots look like an athlete that can't go 12 rounds? So sometimes we just got to stop. Stop yourself. Dawn Jenkins, what's going on? Sometimes we just have to stop ourselves. Before you say this, ask yourself this in the mirror. Does Boots look like an athlete that can't go 12 rounds? And how many fighters do you know? Because we love to put this out there. Well, we need to see if he could go 12 rounds in a dogfight. Well, how many fighters you ever seen go 12 rounds in a dogfight? How many? How many times you saw Keith Thurman go 12 rounds in a dogfight? Go ahead and tell me. Once with Sean Porter. Now, Sean Porter is the exception. But how many 12-round fights did you see Errol Spence go in 12 rounds in a dogfight? Once with Sean Porter. How many 12-round dogfights have you seen Terence Crawford in? None. Cinnamon Savage, brother in Super Chat, said, but still going to make negotiations difficult, Blue. Yeah, they got it. They they knew. They freed up the cap space. You have some exceptions. Clint Eastwood said Holyfield. I just said that. Sean Porter, Evander Holyfield. You can't name me 10 fighters right now that you saw going 10-round dog fights, 12-round dog fights. Go ahead and tell me. You can't. You can't. So why are we placing unrealistic expectations on a guy that's not even his style? Why would he go 12 rounds in a dogfight? That's not even his style. Did you see Floyd Miller go 12 rounds? Do you see Canelo Alvarez go 12 rounds in a dogfight? And then here's the kicker. People say this. We got to see if he got a chin. Well, I saw Canelo Alvarez get clipped by Jose Cotto, Miguel Cotto's brother, and out on his feet. Does that mean Canelo Alvarez doesn't have a chin? Does it? Miguel Cotto himself, the better Cotto, didn't do it. Izzelli, what's going on? Right? Who you saw rock Canelo? Triple G ain't rock Canelo like that. Lara, Floyd Mayweather, Kovalev, Danny Jacobs. but one named fighter Boots beat. I can name you more than one. He beat Thomas Delorme, Sergey Lipinets, two former world champions. And you may not know the guy he fought before he fought those guys. Okay? But he actually fought, some very, very credible guys before that. But if you're not a fan of the sport of boxing, you're only a fan of a fighter, then you wouldn't know who they are. You wouldn't know who they are. See, I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. King Ray said, them dudes is washed. Here we go. Here we go. Boy, oh boy. Man, them dudes is washed. Are they now? Are they now? So if those dudes was washed, then we could go through everybody else's resume and start subtracting guys that were quote unquote washed. Amir Khan, Terence Crawford fought Amir. This is who Terence Crawford fought. I could name you some guys. Now watch this now. He fought Jose Benavidez, that everybody said was wounded, wasn't the same guy after he suffered a major injury, right? We know what happened with Jose Benavidez Jr., right? Right? We know what happened with Jose Benavidez. So he was considered washed. Then he fought Amir Khan. Well, he was considered washed. If anybody's washed, Amir Khan, who'd been brutally knocked out 4 times, no, he had to be washed, right? Okay. And then he fought Jeff Horn was a one-hit wonder. I didn't even think he won the Pacquiao fight. He did nothing after the Terence Crawford fight, and he did nothing before the Pacquiao fight. You didn't even know who he was, right? And then he fought Kell Brook. Well, Kell Brook was washed, right? Kell Brook had suffered 2 major eye injuries, hadn't fought at welterweight 147 in 2.5 years, 3.5 years since he lost to Errol Spence and suffered a major injury, and didn't have a high-profile fight since he lost to Errol Spence Jr. So then we have to say he was washed. So then make it make sense. It doesn't add up. Mean Machine, before he fought Terence Crawford, he had a draw, which I thought he lost to Ray Robinson. So what are we talking about here? Be a fan of the sport of boxing and not a fan of one person. Cap's Corner Store, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us. Your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, do you think with Canelo dip $950 million, we can also Charlo versus Andre at 160? Thanks for the content. Smash the like button. Hashtag salute, Blue. Yes, I do agree. Absolutely. The money is open. Lloyd to the game. Boxer told, what's going on, great brother? Yep. They freed up the cap space, right? They freed up the cap space. Let's make it happen. Cap's Corner Store. Let's make it happen. It's overdue. King Brown, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Blue Blood dropping facts. Salute, great brother. It's the only thing I can do. See, we get so caught up in listening to, hey man, this guy said this, and you don't even pay attention. J Town 770, what's going on? Smooth JT, what's going on? We don't even watch. They don't even watch these guys. He's saying that they watch. Did you watch Sergey Lipinets' last couple of fights? You ain't watched Sergey Lipinets' last couple of fights. You ain't watched Sergey Lipinets' last couple of fights. You ain't watched Thomas Delorme last couple of fights. And what's the dude name he fought? The African dude he fought before Sergey Lipinets. The big dude. I forgot his name. What's the dude name he fought? Oh man, now it's slipping my mind, man. Wolf King Production, brother in super chat. Even if they were washed, that sounds like he did what he was supposed to do. Then, LOL. What's the problem? He's still on the track. Facts. Supreme. What's going on? No, before Chris Van Heerden. Before that, what's the other dude? What's the dude name? The big dude that came and missed weight that he knocked out. The big dude. Not Chris Van Herden. What's the dude name? Brew. Right. Brew. Thank you, Miss Aisha. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Brew. Vern Davenport Jr. said, where's Champ Shot? I don't know, brother. I've been trying to reach out. I don't know where you're at. Third Simple NSU. What's going on? Brew. See, that's a tough fight, right? But nobody's going to give him credit for Brew. See, they just gave Lomachenko. He beat Richard Coleman, and that put him in the Richard Coleman is brutally knocked out. That put Lomachenko back in the pound for pound list. What about the Brew fight for and y'all forget that this dude is 24 years old. What about Brew? Myron Taylor, appreciate you. What you doing? Huh? You just now doing your homework? Huh? Listen, when you come home, right? Not Fortnite, not none of those things. You understand? When you come home, it's 11 o'clock. When you come home, you do that, and then you do everything else. Not that first. Understand? Right now, you I can hear you. You playing Fortnite, you're doing those things, and why? And now it's 11 o'clock, and you just now remembering you had to do that because your mind is on that. It can't be on that. When you come home, you do that first, and then you finish that completely. Then you could do the rest. Understand? I don't want to see that no more. Thank you. C Just 23, what's going on? A17 Boston B, what's going on? Damone Johnson, what's going on? Silver Surfer Lugo, what's going on? Ricky Williams Boxing, what's going on, Ricky? Go subscribe to my brother Ricky Williams Boxing. D McGee, what's going on? Yeah, Stephen Taylor. Alejandro Villamil, what's going on? So boycott boredom, what's going on? So I forgot where I was at right now. But man, I forgot what I was saying, man. Kiro Amor, what's going on? Ball out mixtape 5, what's going on, great brother? Jose Salas, what's going on? Man, I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying, people? What was I saying right now? Nick Silvio, what's going on, great brother? Okay, yeah, so he beat Juan Carlos Abreu, right? Xavier Garcia, so what's going on? Exactly. He beat Abreu, right? Mr. Valentine, what's going on? Look at those are tough fights in the field. What's going on? Right? Those are tough fights right there. Ray the Scholar, what's going on? Those are all tough fights right there. You understand? He beat Abreu with the first one. Mr. Valentine, what's going on? Iconic Kaz, what's going on? He was the first one to stop Abreu, right? Then he beat Sergey Lepinets, right? You understand what I'm saying? Miss Sexy, peace of blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? Those are big fights. Those are credible. He's only 24. He's 24, and look at the name he's making for himself. That speaks volumes. For surely, Sean, what's going on, great brother? How you feeling? Dollar Wild, what's going on? MF Phil, what's going on, great brother? Loma gets credit. Yeah, Loma gets credit for sure. 1,000%. Loma gonna get the credit. 1,000%. Incredible agreement. A green more. What's going on? Your brew, he stopped your brew, who came in overweight and was huge. You're right. Hurry C, what's going on? Rigo Morales, what's going on? Do you think Bud will sign? Who do you think Bud will sign with? I think this is what I think Terence Crawford should do. It's fight by fight basis. City 313, what's going on? Fight by fight basis. It's going to be, obviously he's going to have to do it with the PBC if he want to get the fights he want to get, even if he moved up to 154. So he's going to have to do it with the PBC, but do fight by fight basis, just like Canelo Alvarez doing. Miss Sexy said, really, Blue, how Canelo did that, Blue? Man, that money, that bag, Lee Smith 05, what's going on? That bag started talking to him. Miss Sexy, that bag started talking to him. About man, how I feel about Tio training with Eddie Reynoso. I think it's a great move for Teofimo Lopez. This is, again, this is no slight to Teofimo Lopez Sr., but I think it's just too much distractions. Harold Douglas, what's going on? I think it's way too many distractions when he's dealing with his dad. Dog Money, what's going on? Way too many. And I think that would be a great move. His dad's still going to be included. He's still going to be a part of it. It's still your father. But I think that he definitely, that move, I think would be, I think that would be huge for his career. Because Teofimo Lopez, he works very hard, man. He grinds, man. I know he was capping with the Devin Haney situation. Freddie Leon, what's going on? Has it been confirmed he trained with Eddie? No, it hasn't been confirmed. Just being speculated. Musa Ali, what's going on? Will Spence and Crawford fight in 2023 for? No, they're gonna fight in 2022. Tay Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing tonight? Yes, it's just becoming Blue Blood After Dark because I keep getting my schedule pushed back and back and back, and then I get tired and Mile High Radar, what's going on? And it ain't meant to be Blue Blood After Dark. It's just falling that way. Tay. Eric Salazar, my brother in the building in Super Chat, been busy lately, Blue. Ain't been able to catch all the lives, but you always got my support, great bro. Appreciate you, great brother. I was going to ask you where you been at. Hope everything is well with you. Bama Jeff 79, what's going on, great brother? So Teofimo Lopez, he worked very hard. Francisco Picardo, what's going on? Pichardo, what's going on? He works very hard. He trains hard. He's always in the gym, and I think that's a good move for Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? I do think Eddie Reynoso is a good trainer. I do think that they locked in over there. Now, obviously, obviously Vince Williams, what's going on? Miss X said, I like it, Blue. Okay. Yeah. Now, obviously, people going to speculate, right? We got speculations of what's going on behind the scenes over there. So that's going to make it, questionable. Skills, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? But, oh boy, here we go. Skills from the, who? Hey, Skills, what is you talking about, brother? Bro. King Jefferson, what's going on? So, Skills, what's the difference between Boots and Errol Spence? Boots is an inch taller than Errol Spence, just with 2-inch arm reach advantage over Errol Spence. They're about the same size. So, what's the difference? Hoop Av, brother in the Super Chat. He said Spence versus Bud will never get made if Bud thinks he's the A side versus Spence. Also, Bud is 35 in September, so it's time. So time isn't on his side. I agreed, 1,000%. Stephen L. Blackwell, what's going on? Man, people just be making, it'd be some stuff people just be making up, man. You know what? Boots is just, man, he's just, hey, man, oh, man, it's amazing, bro. Man, it's amazing, bro. I can already see it now. It's unfortunate, man. Eric Bell, what's going on? Every time we get a talent like Jerron Boots in this, now all of a sudden, man, he going to get so much disdain. It's amazing. Activity Law, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that dub on us in the Super Chat. He said, appreciate the lives and insight, great brother. Throw this man some cash and get the likes up, man. Come on. Hashtag Jay Woods. Salute to my brother, man. I appreciate you 1,000%, great brother. Dub _ right side. What's going on? Now people gonna start talking about how Boots is too big for the division. King Jefferson, what's going on? Now all of a sudden he's gonna be too big for the division. He needs to move up in weight. Oh man, it's amazing, man. Amazing. Marvin Rowland Jr., where you been at, bro? Man, it's amazing, bro. D Brown, what's going on? Man, Crack World, what's going on? Euphoria Day, what's going on? It's amazing. I already could see it. I could see it coming already. I already could see it. I know what's gonna happen already. I already know what's gonna happen, man. All of a sudden, people gonna start. Oh man, Boots is too big, man. Lions and Wolves, what's going on? The brother already talking about Boots need to be fighting at 154. Come on, man. Come on, man. Virgil Ortiz and Boots are the same size. Is anybody saying Virgil Ortiz needs to be fighting at 154? You see how that works? Miguel Rosario, what's going on? Virgil Ortiz is the same size as Boots. Boots just has longer arms. Is anybody seeing Virgil Ortiz needs to be fighting at a higher weight class? Francisco Picard, what's going on? It's only because of the talent you see that Boots possess. Because of the talent you see him possess, right? You know he's a risk for your favorite fighter. So now all of a sudden, suddenly, you want him to be out the way. No, he don't need to be here. He need to be at a higher weight class. Man, it's amazing, man. CNL Boxing Archives, what's going on? Jim Calhoun, what's going on? Canelo is the same size as Boots, yet he fight at 175. Canelo is not the same size as Boots. Actually, Boots is taller and more rangier than Canelo Alvarez. And actually, Canelo Alvarez is actually the same size as Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. So when you say that, Jim Calhoun, that Canelo is the same size and he fights at 175, no. Good try. Canelo Alvarez is actually the same size as Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Jerron Ennis, Kell Brook, all these guys are actually bigger in stature than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is just physically heavier than all of them. See how that works? Mustafa Malik, brother in Super Chat. Did you see Porter 147 rankings? He is spot on. No, I didn't see it. T Bonafide, what's going on? Didn't see it, Mustafa Malik. Dub _ right side, brother in Super Chat. Salute, Blue. Weight is a myth. If you make the weight, you make the weight. Stop with the keep cooking, great brother. Right. So is Leo Santa Cruz, who's actually bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis, does anybody say he needs to move up in weight? Miss Sexy, she said, Blue, who has a better resume, Floyd Mayweather or Canelo Alvarez? Not even close. Not even a question. Floyd Mayweather by far. It's not even close. And he beat Canelo. Millie Blood, what's going on? Miss Sexy, it's not even close. Herbert Freeman, what's going on? Justin Hawkins, what's going on? Blue size isn't just height. What? Who said size was just height? But height is a big part of your size. What are you talking about? What? I ain't size ain't a, but who said size was just height? I didn't say that. I just simply said that they are all physically in stature bigger than Canelo. He's just heavier than them. That's what I just said. But if you look at them standing next to each other, right? Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, and Boots. Boots is a little bit bigger than Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. But he's not overwhelmingly, oh, look how much bigger he is than. No, he's not. No, he's not. Rasheed Muhammad, what's going on? What are you talking about? Not sure what's going on. Trey, what's going on? Trey said Canelo's resume is not far from Floyd Mayweather. Oh, boy. Jeez. Christ, man. You said Leo is bigger than Tank. He is bigger than Tank. Tank just eats more. Leo has a bigger frame than Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank just eats more. Leo has a wiry frame. That's the difference. That's all. Tank is shorter and more stocky. That's it. Thrice, what's going on? I'm not even going to answer him, man. Let's start blue. Who you think wins? Kambosos versus Garcia. Kambosos and who? Ryan Garcia? I don't care. Don't want to see it. King Jefferson, what's going on? Vania Presley, what's going on? Tank as wide as 3 Leos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tank is going to be the natural. He's the more stockier, thicker guy. Yes, Leo has a wiry frame and doesn't pack on anything to that wiry frame. So that would make Tank bigger. But if Leo packed on to his frame, then he would naturally be bigger than Tank. Roderick Jackson, what's going on? Yeah, I can't get into that. Canelo's resume is close to Leo's. Canelo's resume is close to Floyd. Man, stop. Stop it, man. Why are they making another Batman movie? That's amazing. Anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming. Big G, what's going on? Mike Lee, what's going on? Yeah, I can't even get into that. Raphael, what's going on? If Ryan gets those belts, it would mean the end of the lightweight division. AZ Lamo, what's going on? Man, Cambos is doing too much bouncing around. Cambos is Cambosis is hurting his fan base. Dr. D, what's going on? Free Smoke Grows, what's going on? See, Cambosis is underestimating. He thinks that he actually has a bunch of fans. No, he really doesn't have a bunch of fans. What Cambosis has is a bunch of Devin Haney detractors and a bunch of people that were happy to see Teofimo Lopez lose. That's a difference. And so OTF 214 was going to, and as soon as Cambosis loses, right, he's going to see just how quickly his fan base is not as big as what he thought it was. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Yes, in Australia, because they're happy they have one. See, here's the difference, right? When we have the bottom line is this, right? When you look at the African American fighters, we come a dime a dozen. Every time you turn around, here come another one, here come another one, here come another one. This is just facts. So in Australia, they don't have many champions. So of course they're going to gravitate to Jeff Horn and George Kambosos Jr. You understand? Of course they're going to look. Just look at the landscape today. The young fighters today. Look at the young fighters today. You understand what I'm saying? You look at, we got Shakur Stevenson, we got Devin Haney, we got Jerron Ennis, you got Conor Benn. Even though Conor Benn in the UK, he's still you got Conor Benn, you got you got Steve Fulton, Chris Colbert, in the heavyweight divisions, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and the other crop of fighters didn't even move out yet. Errol Spence is only 31. The Charles is only 31. Terence Crawford is only 34. Like, I mean, he's getting a little bit long in the tooth, but I mean, the list just don't go. It goes on and on. You understand? We got Tank Davis. You understand? You just forget fighters. Like, man, I forgot about him. Man, I forgot Stevie Fulton, Cool Boy Steph. It's this. The list is, you got Shacky Foster. Man, it just goes. The list just goes on and on and on. Right? So of course, in Australia, they get a fighter of George Kambosos Jr., of course they're gonna flock to him. Oh man, we got George Kambosos, but it's not Frank Martin. Yeah, I ain't even mentioned Frank Martin. You understand what I'm saying? It just the list just goes on. Demetrius Andrade, right? You just forget fighters. You understand what I'm saying? You could just go down the list and I forgot about this dude. I forgot about that dude. And they all could be the face of boxing. All of them got the skills, right? Or Jackie Foster's getting ready to fight. You understand what I'm saying? So, they all got the talent, and it is what it is. So when you got George Kambosos Jr., he's gonna find out very quickly that he doesn't have a solid fan base. What he has is a fan base that has been they're new to this, and it's like, oh man, we got one, man. We got George Kambosos, man. It's Fly By Night fans. You understand what I'm saying? We got Truck Simpson. Hey, come on, man. You understand? That's what I'm telling y'all, man. The list goes so far that you be forgetting about fighters. You're like, oh snap, man. Oh man, Gary Antonio Russell. It just keeps going. Stewie Huey, what's going on? The list just keeps going and going and going, and you just forget. So when it's rare, you're going to pay a lot of attention to it. Period. And so, Big Baby Anderson at heavyweight. You understand what I'm saying? The list just goes on and on and on and on. You understand? But the thing is, at the end of the day, right? What happens is George Kambosos. It's rare to see an Australian fighter do what he did. Oh snap, man! You see what he did, man? Oh, amazing, man! You understand? And now he's gonna suddenly have an instant fan base. But he lose. You're gonna see just how quickly that fan base disappeared. Right? Look how fast Teofimo Lopez fan base just said. Look how quickly. All of a sudden, Montana Love, another dude, right? Look at Teofimo Lopez fan base. And he holding on to his fan base because he's homegrown. You understand what I'm saying? So he's still going to have a fan base. Let Teofimo Lopez lose his next fight. Boxing Reaction said, Teo's my boy. Oh, I like Teofimo Lopez. I ain't like how his approach was with the Devin Haney situation, but I like Teofimo Lopez. He's a very good fighter. But we got to start being realistic, man. Jamel Charlo could get ready to be undisputed. Like, come on, man. Yurno Flores, what's going on? I mean, the list is endless. You understand what I'm saying? And because that list is endless, it speaks volumes. You see what I'm saying? Like Teofimo Lopez, I like Teofimo Lopez, but man, sometimes you got a fan base, man, and Ammo Williams. I forgot about Ammo. See what I'm saying? It never ends. It just never ends, man. And you don't purposely do it. Because, right, boxing fan reaction, because it's casual fans. They're not hardcore boxing fans. They're a fan of you because they wanted to see a fighter that you beat lose, or they're a fan of yours because you represent where they're from, right? They're not hardcore boxing fans. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're not able to uphold that your end of the bargain, well, then it's over. We got Keyshawn Davis. Right. So when you're not able to uphold your end of the bargain, right? The only place that continues to support that way in that manner is the UK, because they're the originators of the sport of boxing. So in the UK, man, you could you could be Ricky Burns. Look at Derek Chisora and Ricky Burns. They still get big fights in the UK. They still get big crowds because the sport of boxing is supported and loved in the UK much more than it is here in the States. You understand what I'm saying? But outside of that, man, please, man. Go ahead and lose consecutive fights if you want to. You're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. So that's why I said let George Kambosos Jr. lose his next fight. Just quickly as it went, because it's all casual fans. They just wanted to see Lomachenko lose. You understand what I'm saying? People wanted to see Lomachenko lose, so Teofimo Lopez, he accomplished that. Right? But George Kambosos Jr., people got tired of seeing Teofimo Lopez talk. And because people got tired of seeing Teofimo Lopez talking and being brash and outspoken, and his dad being brash and outspoken, well, people wanted to see him lose. RJ Marr, what's going on? And so George Kambosos Jr. just happened to be the guy that accomplished that. And so now, yeah, you're going to have an instant fan base. For sure. Now he's going to have an instant fan base that people are going to flock to George Kambosos Jr. And he's taking that and he's thinking that, man, I got a fan base. Bro, you're playing games right now. You're going to mess around and lose, right? Yeah, we got Regis Prograis, whatever is necessary. Regis Prograis. You're going to mess around and lose. And then people are going to be like, hey, bro, George Kambosos who? Because, see, what you're doing right now is we can see public this. You may have gotten away with this 20 years ago, but today's time with social media and access that people have, right? Magnify what's going on. People could see, regardless if they see, people will side with you because they just don't want to side with Devin Haney. So anything to go against the grain with Devin Haney, they're gonna side with you. Yeah, we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that because they don't fancy Devin Haney. It's not that they love you. They just don't like they don't love you. They dislike Devin Haney more. So they're going to side with you. Big brother in life, brother in super chat. He said, "Facts, Blue. Despite it not being boxing gyms and the black community like it used to be decades ago. Facts. So imagine if it was. And so see, now they're not siding with you. They just like Devin Haney. It's just like this. Look how Manny Pacquiao numbers dropped after he lost to Floyd Mayweather. Everybody was supporting Manny Pacquiao because they thought that he was going to be the man to beat Floyd Mayweather, people. They thought he was going to be the man to beat Floyd Mayweather. And when he didn't do it, it was like this. Manny Pacquiao numbers have dipped. Huge. Brooklyn, stand up. Salute to 718. The numbers have dipped. CJust23, what's going on? Because everybody supported and backed and got behind Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, he gonna beat Floyd Mayweather. He gonna be the man to beat Floyd Mayweather, avoiding him. Even though you knew the truth. Even though you saw you saw all of the facts in front of you that Manny Pacquiao didn't want to do the testing and all of these things, right? You can see all the facts and proof in front of you. You didn't want to believe it because you just wanted to see him beat Floyd Mayweather, and it didn't matter how he got there. But once he lost, oh man. Many people didn't identify, Young Skull, what's going on? Many people did not, I appreciate you. Many people did not identify the talent of Manny Pacquiao. They were all locked in just to see him beat Floyd Mayweather. That was it. They can't tell you more than 10 fights Manny Pacquiao had. They can't. Without Googling. Marco Antonio Luna. Tank cannot beat Loma. Never. How could you say such a thing when you watch Loma lose twice? You watch Loma lose to a journeyman, and then you watch Lomachenko lose to a young kid. If you thought Canelo Alvarez was green when he fought Floyd Mayweather, then Teofimo Lopez had to be lime green. He had to be see-through. Canelo Alvarez was green when he fought Floyd. He was too green. He was too young. He was 23 with 5 title defenses and a massive unification bout against Austin Trout and beat former world champions in doing so and some veterans in the sport of boxing. And he was too green. with 40 plus fights. So if he was too green, Jay Toll, what's going on? If he was too green, then what do you call Teofimo Lopez with one title fight at 23 years old with only 15 fights, and he beat Lomachenko pretty handily? Pretty easy. He won the first 7 rounds. He lost 8, 9, 10, and 11, in my opinion. But then he won 12 so big that he was on the verge of stopping Lomachenko had they not had the headbutt. So you so confident. Oh, man, Tank could never beat Lomachenko. I'm not saying that he can or he can't. I think he will. But you so confident as if you never saw Lomachenko lose before. See, again, here it goes. Let me explain to y'all why he says such a thing. Because it has nothing to do with the skill set that you see in front of him. It has nothing to do with the talent of Gervonta Tank Davis or that there of the talent of Vasyl Lomachenko. It has to do with he don't like Gervonta Tank Davis. Because if you did, if you watch the sport of boxing and you're a fan of the sport of boxing first, right? If you're a fan of the sport of boxing first, you can identify the skill set. Now you may say, hey, I think Lomachenko is going to beat Tank. Cool. I'm all for it. But if you could sit here and guarantee, oh, man, he'll never beat because you don't like Tank. You just told me you don't like Gervonta Tank Davis. Double R, what's going on? It has nothing to do with boxing. Nothing. That's what it boiled down to. Right. Larry Tucker said 50-50. Okay, it could be a 50-50 fight. I don't have a problem with you saying Lomachenko will win. I don't have a problem with you saying Tank will win. But when you come here and you say, man, Tank could never, ever beat Lomachenko. Bro, first of all, where did it come from? Because we ain't even talking about Tank and Lomachenko. So where did that even come from? You see what I'm talking about? Jay Harris, what's going on? Do you see what I'm talking about? We're not even talking about that. So you came in here, all of your feelings, man, Tank would never, and you dragged it out, ever, never, ever. You made a song about it. Jarvis Emery, what's going on? You made a song about it, great brother. He'll never, ever. I didn't know they was going to fight forever. I didn't know he was going to fight forever. For you to say he would never, ever beat him. Man. Mo Slow, what's going on? I ain't know they was going to fight forever. Marco Antonio Luna, I really struggle according. Yeah, with yourself, not with me. Tony Flow Nice, what's going on? who you feel like you struggle core with? Not with me, brother. You in the wrong place for that. Donnell Schaefer, what's going on? Shane laughing. Yeah, I'm not even paying skills no mind, brother. I ain't paying skills no mind. God King, what's going on? Man, I'm not even entertaining skills. Why are y'all even entertaining him? Tariq Stewart, what's going on? I mean, that's what he said, right? Tariq Stewart, he said he could never, ever beat him. Man, they're going to fight forever? Wow. Bots fan, what's going on? Gaines Mel Rob 1, what's going on? Damn, I mean, come on, brother. It's one thing to say, I understand Kermaine Carr was going on. You say, hey man, he can't beat Tank. I mean, Tank can't beat him and won't beat him. Cool. So when you say never ever, then DJ, who you got? Spence versus Crawford, Tank versus Rolly. Tank and Rolly, Tank easy. Real Josh, what's going on? Bivens a technician. Yeah. I think Canelo still wins though. To say he'll never ever beat him, well, I mean, hey, make the fight. I do agree with this though. I do agree that they do need to make that fight happen. Now I will agree with you there. I will agree. Ain't no reason that Keith tried what's going on. Ain't no reason the fight shouldn't be made. Tone Corleone, what's going on? Because like you said, he'll never ever beat him, but I feel like Tank will beat him, but we need to see it. Now I will say that. We need to see the fight. Robert Lau, brother in Super Chat, good chat. Keep it up. Salute to you, great brother. Now I will say this. Regardless if you believe Scotty Earl, what's going on? And he'll never, ever, ever, ever beat him, or I think the Tank will get him and stop him. It don't matter. The bottom line is, Kim Folk, what's going on, great brother? I agree with you this. The fight needs to happen. And there's no reason why that fight is not happening. There's absolutely no reason why that fight is not happening. True Thought TV, what's going on, great brother? And there's no reason that that fight shouldn't happen. Now I understand, Tank has to go ahead and he has to fight Rolly Romero, which I agree. Rolly deserves his opportunity, man. Rolly deserves his opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason I say I didn't think that initially Rolly should have gotten the fight, but at the end of the day, they chose Rolly for the fight, and then unjustly he was pulled from the fight because of wrong allegations. And at the end of the day, I think that he deserves his opportunity, to get that check. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if he wins the fight or not. I think that Rolly Romero, he was promised the check, and I think that he needs to get that check. Period. Choice 12, Osborne, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? You didn't give me your pick, Spence Crawford. I got Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence wins a split decision. Errol Spence wins a split decision. Tony Scott, what's going on? I think Errol Spence wins a split decision. I think Errol Spence level of opposition. I think his size, his ability. I think that Errol Spence. I think that Errol Spence, wins the fight. But obviously, it's a 50-50 fight. I think that it's a 50-50 fight. Anybody can win the fight. That's why it's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. But at the end of the day, I think that Errol Spence, size, his skills, his youth, his hunger, it's going to be a great fight. But I think Errol Spence wins it out. I think he wins a split decision. I think it's a close fight. But I got Errol Spence winning the fight. You know what I mean? But I think it's a great fight. I think it's going to do wonders for the sport of boxing. I think it's being underestimated. I truly believe that. I think that's why I said, this fight needs to be made. Now that Canelo Alvarez is not fighting, and Canelo Alvarez is taking his talents elsewhere. You hear Porter discredit boots. Yeah, I talked about that all. Ellis Johnson, what's going on? FSU, what's going on? B Price, I talked about that all yesterday, and today some. But with that said, you know, um, you know, but like I said, Wendell Jackson, what's going on? I think that the value of the fight is being underestimated. I truly believe that. I think that Zaire Presley, what's going on? I think that fight, can definitely do huge numbers, and I think that again, I think it's being underestimated. DP Rocker, what's going on, great brother? I truly believe that. That's why I'm saying, John Fleming, what's going on? That's why I'm saying right now the fans are going to back that fight. The fans love that fight. The fans will support that fight. And I think that fight needs to happen. The fact that, now, again, we got cap space now. Like I said, we got cap space. Let's make it happen. We got cap space. Timothy Miller, what's going on? Now, if Terence Crawford is pricing himself out the fight, like Eddie Hearn is saying, Terence Crawford is pricing himself out these fights and, he's not being realistic in negotiations, well, then that's another story. If Terence Crawford is overvaluing himself, which is hard for me to say, right? It's hard for me to say Terence Crawford is overvaluing himself. That's hard for me to say because who am I to tell this man what his value is? Who am I? You understand what I'm saying? I can't tell Terence Crawford, hey, man, this dude is overvaluing himself. Chris Crawford, what's going on? Eddie Hearn also said he don't think Spence wants to fight Bud Blue. Well, then that would be a contradiction, right? Because if he overpricing himself, then, but again, if Eddie Hearn said he don't want to fight Terence Crawford, Errol Spence don't want to fight him, when has Errol Spence said something and didn't follow through with it? You got to look at the history. Captain Holmes, what's going on? Errol Spence said he wanted to collect the belts. It's strap season, right? Right? He said it's strap season. Eddie Hearn said it's strap season. I mean, Eddie Hearn. Errol Spence said it's strap season, right? He's going to get the last belt. He's doing everything he said he was going to do. Right? He's accomplishing everything he's told you that he was going to do. He told you the plan was to collect these belts and to become undisputed. He's doing that. He's following through. He said that I'm going to fight Terence Crawford. He said right now, you remember when he started this camp, he didn't say it's strap season. He said the road to undisputed starts now. He didn't say it's strap season. I'm just picking up Uga's belt. No, he said the road to undisputed starts now. And I know I got to go through Terence Crawford to accomplish that goal. And that's a fight he wants. Listen, if Errol Spence didn't suffer these setbacks, we would have already gotten Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Unless Top Rank and Bob Arum stood in the way. Mark Fraser said we wanted to see the fight next. But T.Y., what's going on? Greg Abernathy, what's going on? I was going to go, man. Mustafa Malik, I can't go, man. Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Killing Williams, what's going on? You said we wanted to see the fight next. And I understand it. But don't you want to see that fight, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, for all the marbles? And why would you want to see Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence with Errol Spence coming off a 2.5-year layoff with one fight and another injury? That don't make sense. You should want to see them fight at their absolute best. Let me get this heater, people. Cold. You should want to see them fight at their absolute best. Not with one having, an injury or things of that nature. You should want to see the best fight the best while they're at their best, at the pinnacle and the absolute apex of their game. That's when you should want to see the best fight the best. You shouldn't want to see the best fighting the best and one is injured and things of that nature. No. Why would you want to see that? I don't want to see Terence Crawford and Errol Spence and Terence Crawford and Errol Spence coming off an eye injury and a car accident. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see them fight at their very best. Ooh, Spence went the easy route. Here goes Skills. Skills, you almost got me, brother. Earl Harmon, what's going on? It was a fight hub when Eddie said, and Hearn said that. Okay. So my thing is this, right? Right? Even Terence Crawford said, Blue, I got Kell Brook winning the fight. I'm a fan of Kell Brook. I like Kell Brook. And I'm gonna tell you, Amir Khan, he started to lose me as a fan when he started fabricating stories and talk about Joshua was, man, I'm like, man, Amir Khan is this dude. This dude is amazing. Mayor Khan is amazing. Man, he started talking about, Mayor Khan stuff. Man, he was making up stories, and man, I can't. Mr. Holmes, I got Jaime Munguia winning that fight. Jaime Munguia. So I'm a fan of Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook wins that fight. So even Terence Crawford, he said, I don't want to fight Errol Spence coming off of a injury because I'm not going to get my credit. Right. You don't want that. You want Errol Spence to be at his absolute apex, at the best true loop. What's going on? We want to see Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford at the absolute best. I don't want to see Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we don't know what we're going to get from Errol Spence, and Errol Spence is 80% of himself. No, I ain't trying to see that, man. I'm not trying to see that. I want to see them at their absolute best, at the absolute apex. What weight of who fighting at? They're going to fight at 147. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence? 147. So my thing is this, right? Is that, this is a huge fight. Prime Minister, what's going on? Lester Duval, what's going on? And I like the fact that Errol Spence is picking up that other belt. Oh, Kell Brook and Khan. Yeah, that's a good question. What weight class are they? I think they fighting at 47. I think they fighting at 47. It's a good question. Raymond Tompkins. Thurman did more pay-per-view buys than Crawford. How you know that? Those numbers ain't out yet. The official numbers ain't out yet. So how you know that? Yashua Ben Israel, what's going on? And I got some good credible people that tell me some good credible numbers. And those numbers ain't Phillies tally it up. El Rivy, they fighting at 149? He said it did 175. Raymond Tompkins. So Thurman did 175. So let's say he did 175. He still didn't do more than Crawford. Crawford did 190 with Sean Porter. ZK up next. What's going on? So last time I checked, great brother, 190 is more than 175. Jeffrey H. Lopez. What's going on, great brother? Where you been at, bro? I don't know where you got them numbers from. I don't know where you got them numbers from. Oh, man. Yeah, Blue, but Porter has a bigger profile than Barrios. Right. So now it's Raymond Tompkins. Hey, bro, I don't need to check those videos to get my information. I can go to the horse's mouth itself. Abel Perez, what's going on? I'm disappointed Canelo ain't fighting Charlo. Yeah, initially I was like, man, I wanted to see that fight. But at the same token, I like Charlo versus I like Canelo versus Bivol. So, I'm a fan of sport of boxing. Blue Porter got a lot of in his blood for facts. Hey, bro. I mean, I feel like he's just speaking his mind. Why did not fighting what I missed? Canelo Alvarez is going to fight Dimitri Bivol. But again, Chris Crawford, it worked out for us, right? So now he freed up cap space. Right? Now we can see. Now they got. We know they got to spend money for Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Now we know they got that spare money for Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Okay, Mike Lee said, when is the fight? May 7th. So now we know they got extra money and free money for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. There ain't no other fight they're gonna put out no $60 million on. Exactly, for Sholey, Sean. We know they got that bread. Now you got to put it out there. And you ain't even got to spend nowhere near $60 million. All things Kingdom, what's going on? Canelo fighting on 2-fight deal, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be Bevel and then Triple G, but I don't believe that. I think it'll be Bevel, and I think it is going to be the winner of Joe Smith Jr. versus Arthur Beterbiev. And then he'll fight Triple G at the end of the year in Mexico. What do you think about Butev? I like Butev. Butev is fighting Stanionis. It's a co-main event. Errol Spence, Dana Sugas. That's a good fight, man. Man, I was getting ready to say, man, I can't wait to ask Kurt about that fight. Man, that fast, man. Better Days 29, what's going on? That fast, I was getting ready to say, man, I can't wait to ask Kurt about that fight. Man, that's amazing, man. Amazing, man. Devon Webster, brother in the super chat, said EJ versus Bud will be in the phone booth or at a range. It'll be both because there's going to be filling out processes. There's going to be a lot of respect. They're going to have to bring out all the stops. They ain't going to fight in the phone booth. I mean, they will at times, but for the most part, it ain't going to be just stuck there. So it's going to be a good fight, man. Man, that just took me back with Kirk right now, man. That's pretty unfortunate, man. That hurt right now. Just think, I ain't never gonna get to ask him that question, man, or to tell him the winner of this fight, or to talk about the winner. And Kurt, what you think about it, man? That's pretty. Shane Fair, what's going on? Nicholas Bustamante, what's going on? Storage Invader 702, what's going on? Yeah, that kind of got me right there for a second, man. Man, that just got me, man. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. Oh, man. Man. Wow, man. Yeah, so man. So yeah, so man, what was I saying? Memphis Man, what's going on? Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Memphis Man said, I know how you feeling, man. Lost my baby boy last year. Wow, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that, man. Man. I was just gonna say, man, I'm gonna ask Kurt who we think gonna win that fight. Just forgot that quick, man. That quick. Mailman Mike, what's going on? Yeah, Butev, Stanionis, Cinnamon Savage, man. I think Stanionis gonna pull it out. I just think that he got a little more talent, a little more versatility. Butev have, and I think that he can beat. I mean, Stanionis has, and I think that he's going to beat. Yeah, Monkey Dan 123, man. That got me, man. That just got me, bro. Is Arthur better be like Triple G? He is, but he's not as skilled as Triple G. That's why Kim Darling, what's going on? Appreciate you, Queen. That's why I think Nick Silvio, what's going on? That's why I think, I want to. I got the receipt, people. I got the two special things for him from us. I got two. I got a heart and a reef, people. Big, huge. I'm gonna show y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man. I was able to get two massive things, man. And thanks to y'all with the support, man. And I told y'all I was gonna go right to that. And that's exactly what it did. You understand? And I appreciate y'all 1,000%, man. And I'm sure, Kurt and everybody else, man. Want to show y'all, man, the receipts from that, man. We put it in, man. So just one of them. So I got two total, man. Two total reefs, man. A reef in the we got a reef in the heart, and that's the receipt for one of them. That's the receipt right there. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Cover my credit card. So I don't know if you can see it right there, but that's for one of them right there. And the other one was a little bit more than that. So thank y'all, man. And that now you can see where your money went. I meant to show you that the other day. I just wanted to show y'all proof, man. And that's for the reef. And then yeah. Vic Middlebrooks, what's going on? Better Days 29. He said, who is Kurt? Kurt is my co-host and the historian in his boxing community, man. And he was my co-host for years, man. It's my brother right there. And he transitioned, brother, while I was on live. Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Yeah, Mike Lee, man. Prashad Mo, what's going on? So y'all see, man, that, the money went right to that, man. So the money went right to that. So y'all can see where your money went. See where your money went. Thank y'all. So Stanionis versus Butev, man. That's a good fight. That's gonna be a solid scrap, man. I think that's gonna be action packed. But I just think that, I just think that, I think that Stanionis can make more adjustments than Butev can. And I think that that's going to be a major part. And I think that that's going to be the difference in the fight. And I think that Stanionis is going to win. But I can see Butev winning the fight as well, man, because of his aggression, his strength, awkwardness. But I think that Stanionis wins the fight. And I saw somebody else ask me about Jamel Charlo and Brian Castano. And I think that Batista too. What's going on? Corey Wilson, what's going on? I haven't heard from Champside, man. I reached out to him since you guys told me. I've been texting him, leaving him messages and nothing, man. Called him on three-way with my brother Fred, barbershop conversations and nothing. Which I just can't get a hold of him. And he lives on the West Coast, man, and I live on the East. So, it's not even like I could just swing by his house or nothing, man. So hope my brother's all right, man. Salute to him, man. It's just not like him not to do nothing, man. So hope everything is all right with the brother. So Jamel Charlo, Brian Castano, right? I think that Jamel Charlo wins the fight. I think that Jamel Charlo, he saw what he needs to do. Truth Loop said I was really looking forward to Charles versus Canelo. Yeah, me too, man. But Canelo versus better Dimitri Bivol it's just as equally as a competitive fight. Now, Big Dog Wayne, what's going on? He said Blue Blood doesn't know nothing about boxing. That's okay. I mean, people can say what they want. I don't care. What difference does it make to me, man? Who cares? So anyway, so with that said, you know, I think that Jamal Charlo has made his adjust. No, I was talking about Canelo. Yeah, so I think that Jamal Charlo is the bigger name than Canelo Alvarez. I think he definitely is the bigger name for Canelo Alvarez, and they admitted that, right? Blacklist Entertainment, what's going on? They admitted that, right? They stated that the biggest namesake and biggest selling fight that they can make is Canelo Alvarez versus Jamal Charlo, right? But obviously, they feel like then they feel like but Hulk now he asked me with a question mark though. That's what's funny about it. Booba don't know nothing about boxing and then put a question mark. So I thought he was talking to somebody in the chat. Nonetheless, who cares? It doesn't matter to me. Doesn't move me. Henry Sell, brother, super chat. Brother Keith versus Ben. What you think, boo? That's a great fight. I got Keith Thurman winning, though. I think Keith Thurman wins. Salute to my brother Henry Sell in the super chat. TR, what's going on? I think Keith Thurman wins that fight. Keith Thurman is still more talented. Keith Thurman is still upper echelon, man. It's a good fight for both. Great opportunity. Great opportunity, but Keith Thurman wins that fight. They admitted it, but clearly they like what's on the table from the zone. They're more comfortable with the zone. Earl Harmon, what's going on? It's funny because El Bori 1989, what's going on? It's funny because you master Allah, what's going on? Because Canelo Alvarez said that he loved how he was being treated and how he was. They rolled out the red carpet for him with PBC. Next level, what's going on? So Big Dog Willie, brother in super chat. Salute, Blue, peace and love. Where you been at, great brother? Salute to my brother Big Dog Willie in super chat. Where you been at, bro? Next level says Haney really moving to 140. If he can't get the Cambosis fight, that's what his plan is. He said you do know enough about boxing. I mean, it just it doesn't even matter. Henry Sell, brother in super chat. Thanks for breakdown. Salute to you, great brother. It just is like, bro, Darryl Johnson, what's going on? Like, if I misinform you and I don't know what I'm talking about, then why you watch? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. What does that say about you to watch somebody that continues to misinform you and don't know what they're talking about? Why would you watch that? Willie Hannibal, brother in super chat. What's up, Blue? We all going to miss Kurt. Yeah, man, that's my brother, man. I'm going to miss him, man. I'm going to miss him, bro. For sure. I can still hear his voice every day, man. Yo, Blue. What's going on with you, man? Rashid F, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a go on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, the best boxing channel on YouTube, hands down. Keep grinding. RP Kurt. Salute. I appreciate you, great brother. Much love to you. Yeah, Kurt. Yo, Blue. What's going on with you, man? Bori 1989, brother in super chat, dropping that go on your boy Blue in the super chat. Always supporting you, brother. I've been working 2 jobs, but thank you for the hard work, man. I appreciate you 1,000%, brother. 1,000%, man. Appreciate you 1,000%, man. Leon Storm, what's going on? Yes, I'm gonna do it on Friday. Leon Sterling. that's his day of his funeral and everything. So I'm gonna do it on Friday. For my brother Kurt, man. Reese, bro, what's going on? Irvin Green, what's going on, brother? We're gonna do a 10 count on Friday for my brother Kurt, man. Sure will, sure will. Man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. So had some great shows with Kurt. Yeah, man. Zainier Presley, I appreciate you. Yeah, Cambosis, man. He's making in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Cambosis is making a mockery of his career. Quentin Brandley, what's going on? That's how I feel. Like Cambosis is like, bro, you're making a mockery of your career, in my opinion. Nick Silvio, what's going on? Yeah, DJ. Jamel Charles is going to make the proper adjustments. I think that he's learned his lesson. He's going to stop George Campos. Excuse me. He's going to stop Brian Castano, man. Reginald Fields, what's going on? He's gonna stop him, man. He's bigger. He's stronger. He's more skilled. You know, he's just a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that I feel like for sure he had opportunities in the first fight to stop Brian Castano. I just don't think he was assertive enough. I don't think that he was I don't think that he was understanding what was taking place. I think that he was, non-committal at times. I don't know why. Maybe it was the awkwardness of Brian Castano, but for sure, man. Bay Area Fight Fan, brother in Super Chat. Does Devin Haney have a promoter? Because if not, it's going to be a major problem for him in the future. Nope, he don't have. He is his promoter. DHP, Devin Haney Promotions. I think Real Cheesy, what's going on? He was fighting in autopilot. Exactly, right? You watch the fight. I rewatched the fight, and it's like, bro, like I didn't understand what he was doing. Like, he was backing himself up to the ropes, right? He's much bigger, much stronger. He was allowing himself to be backed into the ropes, right? He was allowing himself to be put in those positions to allow Brian Castano to have success. That was unnecessary to me. I don't understand why. You understand that? I think that was completely trillion to judo. What's going on? I think that was completely unnecessary of him. I think he could have made it easy. I think he would have stopped him. And I think that he looks back at the fight. Bossa Boy Nation, what's going on? I think he looks back at the fight, and I think he says to himself, "Man, you let one go. He let that fight go." And again, it's no slight to Brian Castano. It's just that Jamel Charles is a better boxer. He's a better fighter. T. Morris say 85 brother in Super Chat. Salute, Blue. Been a minute. Thoughts, prayers, and condolences to Kurtz and his family and your family. We truly lost one of the greatest in the sport. Sleep in peace, Kurt. Yeah, my God, man. Yeah. Salute to my guy, Kurt. Got to go out there on Friday, man. So Friday, we're going to have the 10 count. For sure. 10 count Friday. Sean Coleman, that's how they fight. Harold Collins, what's going on? A lot of his punches were falling short. Yeah, because he was non-committal. I think that he wasn't sure. I think that he was confused with the approach and the angles and the unorthodoxness of Brian Castano. The height of Brian Castano, believe it or not, I believe bothered Jamel Charlo. The fact that Brian Castano is shorter and awkward, I think that he got a lot of that Marcos Maidana in him. being Brian Castano, and I think Jermell Charlo needs to stand his ground, be more committal, push back. Don't let Brian Castano can only have success when Canelo Alvarez, when Jamal Charlo goes to the ropes. That's where Daisy Sanchez, what's going on? He says Cambosa can take as long as he wants, just like Gary Russell did a year or two. He's not a fan of boxing. Goodbye. Bay Area fight fan, brother in super chat. Reason I asked Blue is they not gonna let Devin be his own boss and hold all the belts at his age. Agreed. That's the problem he's up against right now. Bay Area fight fan, you're 1,000% correct. Right? It has nothing to do with they try to tell you, oh, he's an email champion. Oh, he's this, he's that. Man, stop it, man. No, Devin Haney, Anthony Robinson was going to Blue. I send my condolences for Kurt as well, brother. Appreciate you. Oh, he's an email champ. He ain't fight nobody. Man, what are you talking about? Successful Hustle, brother in super chat. He said, question, would Haney be treated the same if he wasn't? I asked myself, of course not. He'd be celebrated same as Wilder, with Wilder, especially with his backstory. Oh, for sure. There's not even a question. We know Successful Hustle, what it is about. Julius Thomas, what's going on? Like the brother just said, they don't want Devin Haney to hold those belts. 23 years old, being his own promoter. That teaches the youth behind him, coming up behind him, that you don't need a promoter. You could do it on your own and still be super successful and be a world champion. They don't. No, Riptide Q, what's going on? Why would they want him to stop? You understand? Salute to my brother A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Emmanuel H. Go click on the link. Subscribe to my brother A1 Hoop Zone, Emmanuel H, bro. Hoop Av, brother in the super chat. And y'all see the link right there. March 12th, I'll be working with PPV, Black Prime, BLKprime.com. March 12th, we're going to work with Street Beefs. And we will be, doing things with them. So I need y'all to tap in with that, man, and show love, man. Sean Coleman, what's going on? So do they want Devin Haney to teach the youth and the fighters coming up behind him that you could do this on your own, you can stand on your own, you can make your own money, you could get the belts and keep 100% of the pro season? No, they don't want that. Of course not. Why would they want him to do that? Because Devin Haney's cutting out the middleman. He don't need the middleman. You understand? Now he works with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and DAZN, right? But he don't. You understand? He holds 90% to 100% of his own revenue. Hoop Av, brother in super chat. Triple G Canelo Part 3 has that Marquez Pacquiao feel for me. Yes, Triple G is older, but he has the mental note in his head. Plus, never been hurt versus Canelo. Yeah, but Canelo's a different animal today, bro. Canelo Alvarez is a different dude. King, what's going on? He's a completely different dude today, Tom, than he was then. Completely different dude, man. Canelo Alvarez is a different dude than he was when he fought Triple G those 2 times. Now, styles make fights, and I agree with you. It didn't matter how far apart Marquez and Pacquiao fought, because styles made fights, and I agree. But Cinnamon Savage, my brother, what's going on? KD, what's going on? But the different RJ, what's going on? The difference is there wasn't much growth. Like Pacquiao didn't get better and Marquez didn't get worse or age. Triple G looked bad against Sergey Derevyanchenko. I thought he lost. I thought Dominic Seaborn was going on. I thought Triple G lost to Sergey Derevyanchenko. I thought he lost that fight. Corey Allen, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue, as always. Some people just don't get it. You're either for the best in boxing or you're not. Agreed. I agree, Corey Allen. Salute to my brother. So the thing is, I thought Triple G lost that fight, Sergey Derevyanchenko, and he ain't looked that good in his last fight. And so, like I said, when you look at Canelo Alvarez and Triple G's situation is different from Canelo, Marquez, and Pacquiao. Pacquiao didn't get better. Show money bag. What's going on? Pacquiao didn't get better against in his career at that stage. He got better when he got to welterweight, but he leveled out, right? After their second fight. So he kind of leveled out. And then it was a repeat all the time. You know what I mean? Where where Canelo has gotten way better, I think, as far as just the understanding the game. Now, physically, I don't think Canelo gotten better. Physically, Andre Williams, what's going on? Physically, I think Canelo Alvarez does the same things. But mentally, I think Canelo Alvarez has gotten better. His ring IQ has gotten better. His feet are still slow. His hands are still fast. He still throws accurate combinations. But I think mentally he understands, is more patient. You understand? Canelo Alvarez wasn't patient all the time, right? And he would get frustrated. Even in the Caleb Plant fight, after the Caleb Plant fight, he admitted, I wasn't patient. I didn't stay patient. Remember that, right? He said, I wasn't patient. I was getting frustrated against Caleb Plant, but he stayed cool, calm, and collective, and he still did what he needed to do to win the fight. Triple G has went backwards. So in this case, Triple G has gotten worse. Canelo has gotten better. That ain't it. That ain't it. You ain't going to win like that. Eric Trejo, what's going on? That ain't it. So Triple G got better. He got worse. I mean, Canelo got better and Triple G took steps back. So I just don't see, how Triple G is going to win this fight. And then Triple G is a lifelong middleweight, 160 pounder, not fighting below it or above it. Now he's going to come out at 40. Lionel Witherspoon, what's going on? Now at 40 years of age, and at 40 years of age, and on the downside of his career, now he's going to move up in weight, 8 pounds, and fight. Or come on, it's just that ain't gonna bode well for him. That ain't it. That ain't gonna bode well for him. And I think he loses. And I think he loses bad. I think Canelo's gonna stop him. Canelo's gonna stop him. I think Canelo's gonna stop him. KD, what's going on? KD, if I had Shakur Stevenson, what are some of the things I would do? Jeffrey Curtis, what's going on? Man, for one, this is something I don't see a lot of them doing, man. I would have him on everything, man, everywhere, man. He in this young age, bro. I'm be like, bro, we got a lot of promoting to do. We'll be at for every fight. First of all, he's going to be at every single fight, especially guys in and around your weight class. Monica, peace and blessings, Queen. Cecil Hustle, brother in Super Chat. B Hop at 44 beating young champs. Triple G can't compare. Yeah, no, there's just Liz levels. There's difference. You know what I mean? Every fight, I'm like, bro, you got to be at every fight. You got to be at every fight. Especially fights around your weight class. Oh, you got to be there. No question about it. Selma K, what's going on? That's number one. I don't care if it's your promotional company or not, if they acknowledge you or not. No, you got to be there, bro. You got to be there. That's just it. You got to be there, bro. No, I need you to be at every fight. It's just that's one thing they don't do. I'm starting right there. And then after that, radio shows, events, things that you got to be seen. Got to be seen. Jamel Charlo versus Bouts. I would give the edge to Bouts. He's more versatile than Jamel Charlo. Just a better athlete. but he's the same size as him. It's gonna be a problem. RJ Fernandez, what's going on? Monica said, I've never been to a fight. I might do that someday. Don't do it someday, do it now. You ain't got someday. We ain't got someday time. We all against the clock. So you ain't got someday, do it right now. Chris Burnett, what's going on? He said, do I have a man weave? And on that note, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all coming through, studding up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. Appreciate y'all 1,000%, man. Tomorrow we'll be back on. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Bless to each and every one of y'all. My brother G Al in the building, dropping that $100 on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute to my brother G Al. He said, Blue Blood, my brother from another mother. Much respect to you. The grind keeps shining, King. Thanks for keeping us all with the boxing facts. Appreciate you, great brother. Dropping that $100 on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute to my brother G Al. Mellow Fresh, what's going on? Appreciate y'all 1,000%, man. Yeah, the brother asked me, do I have a lace front or whatever he just asked me. Like, bro, what are we talking about here, man? Oh, man, people are amazing. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Blue Blood Boxing by the Pound. Salute. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Take Bread just playing on the beat. Salute to you, great brother. G Al, my brother. Salute to y'all, man. S. Dot, what's going on? Tomorrow. Peace.